Okay, now.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Talking
bud.
something special here now. One by one.
Welcome, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips, episode number 44.
Kevin O'Pine.
Yeah, he got it.
He went off the top of the track on Saturday, and boy, was it treacherous there in turn 1 and 2, I tell you.
Kevin saw a little mayhem Saturday night. He was kind of involved.
He was going to go straight to his trailer, but you guys put that nice barrier around there, so he had to come back on the racetrack, show his displeasure to the 18 car, I think, which he totally housed. Kevin, you housed her. So it really wasn't her fault. But then he drove off the racetrack and right to his trailer, and I've been telling. He told me one time he had a hard time seeing, so I told him, I'm like, maybe you should go to the eye doctor.
He just keeps going to the racetrack, and he does show up even though he's late most of the time.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, another week of racing. A lot of stuff going on. Actually, I wanted. We were talking off air about Wes and Amber going to the Silver Dollar Nationals. Mm-hmm. It looked like they got an Airbnb that was a grain bin, a refurbed grain bin, and they stayed in that thing and had a whole time.
What better way?
Right.
That's awesome.
I wonder if they made any yeast in there.
Uncle Lester.
Uncle Lester doing some work down there. I hope they had a great time because the racing down there, the first night it rubbered up, but I tell you what, the track crew really put their heads together, went out there and ripped that thing up, and they made the best of it for what it was. And what an excellent show between Devin Moran and Ryan Gustin. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Jordan Grabowski, doing Jordan Grabowski things, picking up the stock car and IMCA modified win, $10,000. After Ricky came in and took all everybody's money at the two shows at Beatrice and Boone County. We ain't going to talk about that. What an absolute phenomenal show at Boone County. That Tyler, I'm going to murder his last name because I'm terrible at doing it, but is it Tyler? Somebody say it.
I don't know.
Pestle or
Tyler
or the Kyler or Kyle, the memorial race on Sunday.
Oh God, you would do that. Now I can't remember it.
See, I'm not the only one that can do it. But anyway, the gentleman that, God rest his soul, they do the memorial race for it, always draws in a ton of race cars. And not just race cars. It pulls in a ton of excellent race car drivers. And I tell you what, the track crew there, they talked about it on the broadcast a little bit. The Dean of Dirt was there. Did you guys appreciate the Snapchat that I sent of him explaining the black clay at the Shelby County Speedway?
But I got to know if that nickname was on him elsewhere, or did you start that?
I think we started that.
Okay.
Dustin,
we got to know.
We got to know. James Essex, he used it, and it gave me chilies.
So I texted him, and I was like, did I hear a Dean of Dirt on there? And he was like, in fact, you did.
Well,
awesome.
and like every time did you see him holding the camera and stuff? He was doing that on Saturday, but it was like every time he talks, I feel like we're back in the studio, and he's like right here, like talking, like,
like your best friend,
doing his flow stuff that he does.
Yep. He
but
does well.
A lot of money on the line last week. We weren't able to go up there and do any of that stuff. We're putting a new body on for the old Slam Gonies on Thursday, and I love saying that just because that's what everybody says it is, right? I don't ever really have a problem being up there racing unless I'm racing next to the 3-car, but it's a mutual thing. We like to be.
Which one?
I was just going to say, let me rephrase that. Kelly and I have this thing, like we've been assholing each other in staging or on the racetrack, and people think that we're fighting, but if you don't think that I'm not going to throw an elbow at Kelly Sharrock just because he used to race my dad, you're all wrong, because I'm going to throw an elbow at him.
Do it on purpose.
Yeah, right,
yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
But
hey, I do have to say something about the late models at Harlan. Ryan Gustin. That race, what a terrible way to ruin it than to get out and interview him, because it was awesome from everybody's perspective until they talked. And they were both pissed off, and I'm like, guys, that was incredible.
But
incredible race.
See, Grasshopper, some don't forget.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a Devin Moran fan, and I'm a fan of a lot of those guys. But Devin's run him over several times in prior years.
Kind of what I figured.
And Ryan Gustin, I've known Ryan Gustin for a very long time.
He don't forget.
Well, he doesn't forget. No Gustin forgets. Rick Gustin don't forget the time that he ran over the lap car leading the IMCA Super Nationals in 1995, I'll guarantee you.
Sure.
But they don't race dirty. They are not dirty racers. And so for him and Moran to rub a little bit, that's about the dirtiest I've ever seen Ryan Gustin race in my life. And I didn't think it was dirty. I thought it was just racing.
Rubbing.
Now, however, I did lose a 20 to my dad on that. So thanks, Ryan, for doing that. He had Ryan and I had Moran. But at the end of the line, at the end of the day, they also let Brandon Shepard snooker them.
Yep.
And pass them both and win the race. Are you tired, bud? You need a little pick-me-up? I got one over here for you.
Yeah.
But then, the racetrack, they put their heads together. They had an excellent show. There was a shit pot of people there. I'm really bummed out we couldn't go. But they'd had the modifieds for 5,000 to win on Thursday, 2,000 to win on Friday. And they were both really good shows. So if you missed it, it sucks to suck because it was really good.
To have a big event like that and have it be your first time, I think they knocked it out. I mean, you're gonna have
it was really good.
You're gonna have issues. It's never gonna be perfect.
But the Hobby Bombers showed up on Saturday, 40 of them.
Yep.
40.
And what'd they do at the end? Almost 3 wide at the line for the win. So
they get that real tire. They get a little skinnier tire. Them guys, I thought after 80 laps in the late models, because the late models are tough on a racetrack. And it can, I thought Ricky, I was like, holy cow, that's the best Ricky's looked. No offense, Ricky, if he listens, but he's been kind of, he's had some really shitty luck, but he's been really bad.
He put together 80 really good laps.
Really good laps, especially with the cherry picker right behind him there, Jonathan Davenport. I love all the shirts that he's making now with the cherry pickers and stuff. It's so funny. But
to have Bobby breathing down his neck for the long time.
Well, yeah, and what a great thing. I don't know if anybody knows the tall, cool one personally here, but Bob Pierce, God dang it, it slipped my mind for a second, is probably one of the nicest people you could ever talk to at the racetrack. I mean, when he means business, he means business, but very, very happy to hear that they got him over there and got him taken care of. I think today he was probably on his way home. Monday, this kind of sounded like they were headed home. Wahoo, Mike Alberson took in the Pierce clan over there and hauled the trailer up for him, and his girls worked the trailer for him while Bob and his wife, I can't even remember her name, but my dad always...
Linda?
Is it Linda? My dad always called her the hot one because she's always looked the same for the last 30 years. But great that Bob recovered and Bobby showed up. And, I mean, when my dad had a stroke 6-7 years ago, it really messes with you, And so for Bobby to go out there and focus in and race like he does and represent that best late model driver in the country was pretty cool.
Yep. And it's one of those things, too. It reminds you that, racing isn't everything. There's more than that. We all take a lot for granted. I'm lucky enough to have both of my parents still here, and my dad had a stroke as well. Called me. I was at work and called me. He was having it. He was driving to the doctor, like, for a regular appointment, and I couldn't understand him. Like, it was the craziest thing, but he was so focused on getting to the doctor that it didn't matter that this was going on.
Right.
And, to go through that, and
it's tough.
It's very tough.
Very tough.
Just don't. It's not something you don't plan on those moments, right? So,
right.
I was kind of surprised. I thought, he could have just said, "Nah, we're going home," or I'm gonna just stay in Omaha with Dad or whatever. But for him to go racing, it's good for him.
I just feel though. My dad always told me, he goes, when it's my time, you don't sit at home.
Yeah, exactly.
You go to the racetrack.
I'm sure,
I want you at the racetrack.
I'm sure Bob would have been pissed if he hadn't gone racing, probably, or
right.
Who knows?
I mean, they could have hired a fill-in driver. There was probably plenty in the grandstands.
I hear they're making their way around.
I mean, everybody that's ever watched a race has won it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I've won every race I've watched.
I've never lost a race, buddy.
That's right. Well, we did a little racing Saturday.
Yeah. I rolled in. I saw the start of the show from my phone because we were still down. I think we got done with our last game at like 8:30, and I got to Boone, dropped the kids off at home, went back to the racetrack, and we were on we had just finished the third feature. So it was pretty wild night. So I got there and did the last couple, but yes, to your point, I am tired. We had an 8:00 game this morning. I was at the baseball field all day, but
this is it.
Yeah,
baseball's over.
We're done.
Did you win that one?
No, we got walked off in the 8th inning.
Coaching.
So,
it's tough.
Coaching.
Not enough yogurts down there today, bud.
Yeah.
Kids weren't ready.
More orange slices.
I like how Jason went right for the nuts.
Wow.
On that. It's coaching.
Sitting here listening to all this, and I'm thinking, man,
Right.
Cody's all in.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, the boys did a really good job. They battled all the way to the end. That's all you can ask. So, but yeah, so ended up getting to Boone on Saturday night, and a lot. I'm just gonna say like the whole night to me, from what I saw, is nominated for Moffitt's Mayhem.
I was gonna say, did Charlie call him and just say, I'm just gonna sponsor the whole night, boys? I'll just take it on because it was Moffitt's Mayhem from the drop.
Right.
Actually,
Bud,
from the
sorry.
drop of the Sport Mod feature, the
Right.
mod lights, banger.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I mean, was it a banger? I mean, I watched Garrett literally hop out of what was on fire.
Well, yeah,
Garrett Barber.
That was a little bit of an
The
issue.
racing was great, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's a fire in the infield. And
Yeah.
Garrett was out of that thing faster than
He did get himself in there and got out. And I think I'm probably going to give that one to Cliff because he offered me at the beginning of the night to hot lap their car anytime I want. So, sorry, Cliff. Sorry, Garrett. That's bad juju on
So
my
you
part.
hot lapped it?
I did not.
Oh.
I'm just saying he offered it to me, and then the thing caught on fire.
You better use that up.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, you better
I
use
will.
that golden ticket up.
He did tell me, though, that he goes, oh, you can fit in one of Garrett's suits. And I'm like, I don't know if you're looking at the same guy here, Cliff.
Yeah, Josh will look like he's ready for a flood.
It could be interesting. He said he buys them big, so
Okay,
maybe,
all right,
that's what he was
all right.
thinking. But
All
I
right.
am interested in that because that'd be fun.
Let's let's jump into this. Yeah, guys, you got me all flustered now.
We're on
I
a countdown.
got a countdown timer going for the first time.
The pressure.
IMCA Mod Lights, the Stealth Racing IMCA Mod Lights. Josh May picks up the win. Dan Keltner goes second. Austin Gray goes third from 12th. Corey Sonner goes fourth. Brian Ziem goes fifth in the Mod Lights. And it looks like that one was 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, it was a boom, boom.
Yeah, so that was much different than the rest of these.
I got an idea. You want to do something on the fly?
Much different than the rest of these.
Shoot.
We're going to do the race results. Let's throw the Adobe Lounge Top Shelf Power Rankings right in alongside. So do the Mod Light Power Rankings.
Yep. Dial it in, bud. I like it, Josh.
Why not?
All right. Oh, wait, you texted the whole list.
I did.
didn't you?
Here, you can just use that if you want.
All right, let's see. Mod Light Power Rankings. Leading the charge, Brian Ziem, Austin Gray second, Josh May is in third, Garrett Barber in fourth, and Ben George in fifth.
Yep.
For the Adobe Lounge Top Shelf Power Rankings. Moving on to the Sport Mods. This one was a 20-minuter.
Mm-hmm.
So I did.
Here, they all used their time allotment.
Yes. So I was able to watch this one. Briley Ozentowski picks up the win. Willie Kirk goes second from 10th. He was really good. He had a couple shots at Riley at the end because of the yellows. I think there was a red and whatever else going on. Yeah, there was one red or two reds.
I think it was one.
One.
Yeah.
So he had a shot at him, but Riley was just really good around the top. Mikey Smith goes third from 11th. He actually fell clear back at some point, got into some shit.
Yeah. I feel like he drove off the end.
Yeah, maybe.
Came back. But
Yeah. Maybe him. I think him and Weber got together. Is that what it was?
Okay.
Anyway, so he fell clear back, drove back up to third. Kyle Free goes fourth. Gage Hilgenberg goes fifth in that one.
Gage's been running the top four a little bit lately, so.
Sport Mod top 5 in the Adobe Power Rankings. Mikey Smith is 1. Randy Havlick 2. Willie Kirk 3. Jake Sacco is still in 4th. Dusty Maslany goes 5.
And I double-checked the spreadsheet, and Jake has actually less points each week, so they're tailing off on him. But that is how much of a lead he had when it was
right
vacation time.
It's really actually bullshit.
It's
How?
really not.
Because
See,
it is. I just tell him it's bullshit.
he doesn't like it because he's not in it.
Well, there's like people in here that I don't even let's see here.
I know what you're gonna say. That's why I told him to read it off the graphic.
Mike Cheek.
Mike Cheek. Yeah.
Who is
He's in
Mike
the power
Cheek?
rankings?
He's
How'd he-
second.
That
He's
is-
second.
I will take the blame for
Oh, it's who is it?
typing something.
Who is it? What
It's
is it?
Mike Smith. It's the
Mike
overall.
Cheek.
Or are you? Wait.
Alias.
Stock cars.
Oh, I have no clue. I thought I was
Mike
talking
Cheek.
about
It
Mike
says
Concho. Mike
Right.
Concho.
Mike Concho.
Mike Concho.
Mike
He did a
Concho.
full spread.
Mike Concho. Yes.
I forget.
Yeah, there's no Mike in the stock car, so I don't know what the hell happened.
I was
there,
just gonna
but
say. I mean, I've been racing there all year, and I've only been in the top 5
Never
one
made
week.
it.
Yeah.
he was in the overall top 10 too for a
I
minute.
was in the overall top 10 until they started black flagging me and giving me bullshit.
This
calls.
week. This
You know-
week you move in.
You know what
This
Jimmy
week.
Gustin told him
I'm
on the
kidding.
phone? I heard him. Just be better. Just be faster.
Yep. You know what I told Jimmy? Take your own advice.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I'll see you at your crib.
Oh yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got some hot news that we're going to talk
Yeah.
about later. But anyway, Cody's got 4 minutes to get through 3 other stuff.
D&E Outside Services, IMC Modifieds. Jeremy Mills, Cowboy Ray goes back to victory lane. It's been a while for him at Boone. Jakester.
It was like the first night he didn't run anybody over, so good job, Jeremy. I love Jeremy. He comes over and he's like, I'm like, are you ready to fight yet? He's like, about what? I'm like, because I'm always busting yet. He goes, I love it.
Just about anything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Jake McBurney goes second. Todd Shute goes 15-3. Brian Malstead goes fourth. Corey Sauerman fifth. So top 5 in those. The actual results, power rankings. Cowboy Ray is still at the top. Jake McBurney is still second. Corey Sauerman third. Todd Shute fourth. And Chaz Baca is fifth in the power rankings.
Chaz with a little right rear to somebody.
They had
special.
a peanut butter and jelly on that when they got home, I'll guarantee. And I think Taylor was in the middle of it.
Cookie milk, little cookie milk talk.
I think it was more into cookie milk talk. Greg says, hey, you know what? You might sleep in the same bed as my daughter, but you're not going to put a right rear quarter panel on me, baby, without me getting into her.
Well, thing is, when he came by us, that right rear quarter panel was like up on the top of the roof.
I mean,
Like,
he gave him a sprint car wing pretty much.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chaz just, the racetrack was tough on Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and go in on this now that we're here, even though we're only 2 minutes left. The racetrack was tough on Saturday. I don't know if everybody else, I wasn't there. I got to go up and watch the Melville. We went up there and watched the outdoor supercross stuff.
I was going to try to add him in it.
Thought that it might be the last time I get to see Eli Tomac rip around the track.
Oh, yeah.
But man, I tell you what, boys, the scenery up there. No, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about
It's
the
a
track.
beautiful layout.
I mean, there were good and bad, just like when you're at the beach. But the racetrack, they changed up. I don't know if you've been on the mountain and seen it. So they used to go up and down and around, and now they've got it turning, and I mean, it is nasty.
do some side.
They're side jumping. I mean, it was super, super cool. But
It's a huge valley. Like, it's just
it's
beautiful.
insane. I mean, we walked like 2 miles to get where we were at. But man, what a blast! I bought this bat. I should have brought it. Damn it! I got this badass straw hat that I'm going to wear all week at Super Nationals.
I saw it.
Did you see it?
Ah.
Oh yeah, but I was operating. I'll tell you. But the racing was tough on Saturday. I mean, and in my opinion, I don't know what it seems like that's the par for the course for a lot of racetracks, not just Boone Speedway. I mean, Harlan rubbered up on during their show. Mm-hmm. Boone Speedway rubbered up on Saturday. Marshalltown hasn't rubbered up, but the racing's just been tough. It's been tough at Algona. It's been tough at Spencer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we forgot to work and track prep all week long instead of just doing it on game day, or what's going on. But we cannot continue to be tearing up as many race cars as we are at these racetracks, because we're not racing $10,000 race cars anymore. Mm-hmm. They're $25,000 hobby stocks. They're $50,000 stock cars. They're $70,000 modifieds. And everybody's going to say, "Oh, well, you don't have to spend that money." Bullshit.
Well, you don't, but you're probably not going to win. I mean,
do you do anything in life to? I mean,
no.
I'm saying you didn't cut no corners on that 392, did you?
Hell.
All right.
Yeah, we saw the photos on
My
that
man.
bad boy.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Sealed up all the taillights
One
and everything.
little chance of hail here, I'd have had it here tonight.
I laughed and laughed because you sent that picture of you already tearing the taillights apart and everything. I'm like, man, it don't even have.
You got the remote.
60 miles.
Yeah, it don't even have 60 miles on it.
Oh, yeah.
We knew we were going to go over the 20 minutes.
You better pause.
We did know that.
I'm just saying, it's like I feel like we're out racing on pavement on a lot of these tracks. I know it's July, but
There you go.
I mean,
it's like soccer. You get stoppage time. We got 5 minutes.
I mean,
at a time.
You guys know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when the racetrack, for the love of God, if the racetrack is rubbered up, quit. This isn't directed to you. This is every racetrack. Quit forcing us to start too wide. Because when we all put the helmet on, we all know that the oxygen goes down to real slim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Just enough to survive.
Some guys know, hey, I'm going to break and I'm going to get out of this. Tyler Pickett, Bob Daniels did an excellent job of that Saturday night because it's $80. Mm-hmm. Same money. They lost 8 spots because of it. So a lot of them guys on the outside could thank them for not just going in and housing them because I've done it. Everybody's done it.
Right.
Just make us go single file. The race is already over at that point, in my opinion, unless you make a mistake. But not a lot of guys are making mistakes in the rubber, right?
Right.
So tires are expensive. I'd say it all the time. Tires are expensive. Camping's expensive. Fishing's expensive. Racing's expensive. But there's a definition of insanity or just, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again is the definition, and expecting a different result is the definition of an insanity. Mm-hmm. And that is what I feel like is going on at not the Boone Speedway, but a lot of these racetracks.
I got to add in there, too. They're very expensive race cars. Some of you guys behind the wheel, you need to act like it.
Look past the air cleaner, first of all. For real.
Please.
Jared.
Have you seen that
Jared
video where he's like, put a bigger hood scoop on, Bob?
Yeah.
I mean, we had one. So that sun visor right there was given to me at the beginning of the night. That is off of Parker Schlegel's car.
Oh, yeah.
He may want that one back.
Oh, yeah, he might.
Because,
it's here now, bud.
Well,
Shit
it
that
is.
comes here doesn't leave.
It is, but I don't know if you've seen his car, but there's not much left of that thing. So he destroyed the front end on the wall.
Let's go through the stock car results.
Yeah,
and talk
that's
about that.
perfect time for it.
All right, stock car results. Hey, the Snot Rocket finally got a win.
He did.
Matt Meinke.
He
He's
sure did.
been in the top 4. I need to look because I have
He
my
tried
race.
to give it away.
Yes.
Well, no, you guys almost forced him to give it away with that caution.
It wasn't. It was
That
before,
bullshit.
It was before that.
Bullshit.
He had the right rear hanging off the racetrack multiple times.
You're right.
That's
You're
where I
right.
thought he was going to give it away.
You are right.
Yeah,
I
he
remember
jumped
that.
turn 1 and 2 a couple different times.
He did.
But he saved it. And
But he has been super fast all year. Mm-hmm. Like he's been in the top 4 probably more than anybody.
Last week, circumstance, we were in the B together, and Matt and a guy got together, and he had nowhere to go, and it just housed him. We took him out of the race.
Yep.
Right.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so he gets a win, which is super awesome. I know his dad's been really excited. I think his dad basically dropped that car off in the beginning of the year and was like, "You're racing a stock car."
Yeah.
Because I bought one.
Right.
And
His dad owns it.
For some reason,
Yep.
it's snot green.
Yeah.
Like
I love it.
Yeah, no, I think
Great.
So congrats to Matt for finally getting one. Dylan Solom goes second. Chris Pruitt,
Yep.
your boy, he goes third. Doug Smith. Well, and Chris was in second for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I thought that Meineke, he kept trying to jump the cushion over there.
Yep.
And he's like, when I talked to him in the interview, and then even after off the mic, he's like, dude, I tried to fuck that up.
Yeah, he did.
Like, geez,
He did.
But anyway, Doug Smith goes fourth, Jimmy Gustin fifth. But anyway, to that, I mean, Ratsky shit canned those guys.
He was going full throttle at the flag stand and saw the car.
I mean, he was full brakes and he got clear sideways.
Broke it right.
luckily.
if he really wasn't paying attention, he hit him just head on, but
Boys.
tail. But
Did you guys see the video? Have you guys went back and watched the video?
I watched
His
it
car
slow-mo.
is like
It
this.
folded. It did.
I've
It
never
folded.
seen a car where it ripped the main cage
Yes.
on the backside. Usually the front, I've seen those because that's usually, but
Yeah.
to come in there and fold that thing up like a Taco Bravo.
It tore it up bad.
Garrett,
It was bad.
we're going to go past our added time again. It's all
It's
right.
all right.
Keep going.
We still got a little stoppage time. I've saved it.
I need to save my voice for the later portion.
But no, so I was talking about Parker Schlegel
Yep.
with Jerry when I was. You all right there, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. Keep going.
That sounded like
He's
it
hurt.
hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
We're back to soccer. He's
I
hurt.
got
He's
my
gonna fall on the
meniscus
floor.
on.
Yeah, you got to flop now.
Yeah.
And we'll cut that.
Yes.
God damn it, Josh.
Well, anyway, so when I was up there with Jerry, I was up in the tower when that happened. I'm like, man, Parker Schlegel is really tall anyway. But then when he gets out and stands up on his roof post, getting out of the car,
Yep.
I'm like, then you can really see how tall that is, especially when he's mad.
Right.
And he goes over and he kung fu kicks the 3S as it's driving by.
Uh-huh.
He did.
He did.
He's like a long neck dinosaur. He's tall.
Right.
Yep. And we were in negotiations to get him on episode 47.
Right.
I didn't want to talk about him like this. I mean,
Right.
it was pretty
Yeah.
bad. But his buddy, who, by the way,
Oh, yeah, we
sent
got
us-
an unboxing.
sent us
Yeah,
the
we'll do
unboxing
that.
stuff and gave me that.
Nice.
I checked in with him to see how he was doing. He said he's a little sore, but they're doing
I
good.
bet he is sore.
They took the car to Harris, and they're going to try to get her fixed and see where it goes. So
Is that a
hopefully-
Terminator?
Hopefully they can.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully they can get her going.
Hobby stock A number 1. Man.
The bumper dragger.
So I didn't.
Dude, ever since he got rid of the water,
Yeah,
he's
out.
been look out. I
Uh-huh.
mean, and Megan has just been on point
Yep.
with the touch up on the decals. Okay,
Yeah, she's
just saying.
now that they're fast again. She's got a new
Oh,
set.
she's got her set up.
She's got a new set.
She's been finger painting all way.
That's right.
Solomon Bennett picks up the win in the first one. Corey Vanderwalt goes second. Braden Gifford goes from 17 to 3. Philip Castellano goes 4.
Who? That sounds like somebody that golfs professionally.
in the power rankings.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Macon Robinson goes 5th in the first one, and then the second one, which was actually 3 minutes longer than the first one, which put it at 22 minutes and 34 seconds. So, boys, hang on, I'm just a second. Will Smith wins from 10th, and all he did was keep his nose clean.
Exactly.
Literally kept his nose clean.
Yep.
Everybody else wrecked the shit out of each other. Andrew Berg goes 2nd. Tasker Timmerman goes 3rd. Brandon Long goes 4th. Joey Young goes 5th. I was in attendance for this second one in the stock car feature.
We heard you on the broadcast, but Jerry was excited you showed up.
Yeah. Well,
We also found out you give better interviews than Jerry.
Yeah,
That was kind of a cool message,
that was an interesting one.
wasn't it?
We might have passed that over to.
I mean,
Jerry.
Garrett, you might have to bleep that one out.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was when Jerry was choking on the new hot dog that the Boone Speedway got, because it sounds like they're girthy.
Could be girthy, a little salty. I've heard good. I've heard most people really like him, but Jerry did not care for it.
I'm bummed that I missed the debut of it. But I will be this Saturday at the Salute to Veterans race, be picking me up one of them jumbo dogs,
She's a
and
big
I'll
dog.
guarantee I'll be bringing some dill relish and some sauerkraut.
Split her down the middle. I heard that's the way, and you just put a little stuff on the inside.
I always split them in the middle, but
I've heard that.
that way it goes down easier.
Right.
Right.
But a little shocker to know that the wieners were a little too big for Jerry.
I mean, that is so funny. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when he was talking about it.
Jerry, we love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you don't love the hot dogs.
Right. It's
But
okay.
He did say he loves an all beef wiener. He really did.
I was really just going to ask, is it a beef or is this full pork?
I think it's full pork.
Anyway,
Yeah. And
Jesus.
then hobby power rankings.
coming
Yeah.
back, fellas.
And overall.
Stock cars power rankings. Jimmy Gustin is 1. David Smith is 2. Doug Smith is 3. Devin Smith goes 4th. Tyler Pickett 5. And hobby stock, Corey Vanderwilt been super consistent.
Yeah.
So he's up in 1. Will Smith 2nd, Joe Young 3rd, Wayne Gifford 4th, and Braden Gifford in 5th. Hobby stocks and stock cars. Well, I guess all classes because I think 8 cars finish in the modifieds.
Yeah.
I get, like, what to your point, I understand, like, what you're saying when the racetrack's tough and it's hard. Like, I get that, and it's technical and it's tricky. But, fellas, we got to use a little common sense. We literally, I was telling Josh this before, like, we wrecked $100,000 in stuff on Saturday just because people were driving over their heads, too.
Yeah, but also, and I
get to your point.
You're
yes.
right. Like, it's like the racetrack holds us accountable for our driving.
Right.
It's time to start holding the racetrack accountable for what they got going on too. You know, and this isn't a direct jab, and I'll say it to anybody's face. Anything that I say on here, I will say to your face. That's just who I am. But, and this isn't a jab at Rod. This isn't a jab at Mike Van Genderen. This isn't a jab at the guy doing the stuff in Shelby County. This isn't. Sometimes it just happens. I get it. But when it's happening more and more and more, and it's the same guys that are tearing shit up, like this double feature shit, get rid of it. Jeff, I know you listen to the podcast. Get rid of it. Or you're going to start seeing your car counts, which we already are. We're not going to see it this weekend because it's the biggest one-day show at the Boone Speedway for the last 2 years, and I'm proud of that.
What are we on, year 4, 5?
Gosh, I think 4 here.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I was gonna say one of these. I got that one's Josh's, and then I had one over here. I can't remember. That was from the first.
I didn't have a big enough van to bring all my
all
stuff
his
up
stuff
that I've
in
got
here.
from.
Nah.
That
from
one
the
says
Salute
21.
Veterans.
So 21, 22.
So 5.
5 years.
5. Look at that counting.
I did. I see that. I'm like, man, he learned that from Carter this morning.
Yeah, I did.
But it's like there comes a time where, and I'm gonna speak for a lot of racers out there, and I may be sticking my foot right in my ear here, but the racetracks have been bullshit. Boone, Marshtown. And you guys are gonna give me shit about this, but in my opinion, the best racetrack that I've been to in the last month has been the Stewart International Speedway. And that is hard for me to say because Mike's already, I don't know if you guys have seen them really big things that they hold up at baseball fields. the big head things. Oh, Jimmy made one of Jeff Mueller one time.
Yes, he did.
No offense, Mike. And yes, I'll say it to your pits, to your face at your pit, pit stall 68 there. You guys got to do better too. Give us a frickin' racetrack to race on. And I mean that. I mean, it's like we used to come to Boone Speedway and it was like, you better bring your motor, baby, because it's wide open. Let's go.
That's fair.
Now, and I think it's promoting bad racing because not everyone gives a shit about the next guy, their neighbor. Mm-hmm. You know, and Logan and you guys and everybody that's on the mic do an excellent job of like, hey, guys, like 2 weeks ago, it was like Logan gets on there and he's like, hey, let's use your own 4 tires to turn the car, not 8 or 16 or 12.
Saturday night.
But at the same time,
some of the stuff Logan's got.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He does have some in his back pocket. He pulls. You guys
think he's mean? Go to the North Dakota tour.
I bet.
Brandon Beater.
They don't mess around.
I mean, he is like if you're not listening or you're not paying attention. I mean, which we're not kids. Mm-hmm. So listen, pay attention.
Right.
Pay attention to what's going on. We're trying to run a show here.
Right.
I get that.
In that vein, I want to say, too, that you could learn a lesson from those late models in Harlan on Saturday. The track wasn't perfect. They knew they had 80 laps. That's a lot of laps. But they went out and took care of their stuff, raced, really fairly. I know there was a few cautions, but fairly caution-free.
Yep.
And put on a race.
But here's the difference between that. If I would have been the 17 car and Bobby Pierce drove across my nose like that, I'd have went right down to his trailer. I don't care if his dad had a stroke or not. I'd have punched his face right off.
And that was
he screwed that guy.
Was that in the
and there's no
heat?
That was a heat race. It was $2,000 heat race.
Yeah.
That kid was leading
Dallin
the race.
Got a $2,000 check.
Way to go, sweet. Dallin Murdy. And to get
multiples.
Yes, and to give up his spot and donate that money to the Late Model Hall of Fame, phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then what? Kaczynski. Thank you.
I knew it.
I wanted you to try.
I know. I seen you look at me like, come on, bud, spit her out. And then Josh finally helped me once.
I'm good friends with Lisa, and I didn't want her to come after you.
Yeah,
so
well, okay.
we got it, Lisa.
Sorry, Lisa, but I was in the resource room for all 4 years of high school, so bear with me a little bit. But it's like we, as racers, come there to put on a show, and sometimes we get it. You know, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
What I can say to your point is, like, I know from our perspective personally, like, knowing that, like, Rod is trying and that we're trying. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
But here's the other thing. Let's prioritize some shit out at the Boone Speedway. Instead of having the water truck guy on the goddamn lawnmower, which I've seen multiple times, he's supposed to be in the water truck. Okay? So whatever's going on there, whatever collaborative or whatever's happening at the Boone Speedway, and there's no leader sitch or whatever, somebody needs to pull their head out of their ass and figure it out. Because we got one of the biggest shows coming up this Saturday, and if that racetrack is rubbered up, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people. Because we're going to ruin a lot of race car tires, and we're going to have some more carnage. And I'm sorry if I'm not directing that. I'm just saying that somebody needs to go out there and start pointing the finger and say, this is what needs to be done. This is what needs to go on here. It's no different in your guys' jobs. Your boss at work, Josh, if he tells you to do something, you can do it.
I answered the phones today.
All right. Exactly my point. So I think there's just a lot of there's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians is what's going on. And that's not just at Boone Speedway. This isn't a jab at Boone Speedway. So anybody listening, it's not just a Boone Speedway thing. It happens at a lot of other racetracks too. And Marshalltown, Vinton, Stewart. There's all these things that are going on. And a lot of the people that work at these places are donating their time. I get that. But nobody knows what they're supposed to do if you don't tell them, right? I mean, if somebody asks you for something and you don't do it, then you're just an arrogant asshole and don't listen, in my opinion. So, for the racers, I'm for the racers because I am a racer, and these are my friends, and this isn't a beat down these guys and. You know, I don't want to hear no backlashing text messages or phone calls or whatever. You got a problem with it? My phone number is 515-601-7768. It's all over the internet. It's all over my building. It's all over whatever you want it to be all over. Call me. We'll talk about it, or we'll go have lunch.
And if you want to buy a race car.
And if you want to buy a race car. We've been really good. We've been doing really good at that lately. We've been selling some shit.
Pumping
So,
them out.
All right, hey,
yeah.
not to cut you off your soapbox, but we have blown past. Hey, you're the one that said you wanted the timer on.
I know. Well, we had to touch on that shit.
No,
so.
I get it.
I'm sorry.
I get it. No, it's all good. It's all good. But Jason Becker is in the house with us today. He is the chief of the Salute to Veterans Tour. So when we get back from our break, we will talk to Jason, and we'll jump right into that. We got 3 awesome races coming up. The pageantry, everything about it is just fantastic. Really cool races to win. You've won some, so
Got lucky.
we will talk to Jason when we get back. Stay tuned. You're watching Watermelons and Woodchips. For more than 140 years, Vision Bank has been locally owned, locally managed, and committed to helping Iowa families, businesses, and communities grow. While banking has changed, our commitment to personal service and local decision-making has never wavered. When you bank with Vision Bank, you're banking with neighbors who know your name and care about your success. Experience the difference 140 years of community banking can make. Visit visionbank.com or your local branch today. Vision Bank is member FDIC.
At Moffitt's Ford, it's not just about selling cars. It's about taking care of our neighbors. For generations, families have trusted us for reliable vehicles, honest pricing, and service that feels like home. Whether it's a dependable F-150, a safe and spacious Explorer, or your next pre-owned vehicle, we're here to help you find the right fit. And long after you drive off the lot, we're still here with expert service you can count on. Stop by and see us today. Moffitt's Ford, home of the million-mile warranty.
Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips back from the break. And Well, Jason didn't get a word in edgewise the first segment because we were on a tangent over here with Red. But man, it is nice to see you. Dude, I don't know when the last time you and I actually probably saw each other because I've been at Ohio wrestling camp about the last 2 years.
2 years, and the show ran better than it ever had.
Yeah, I heard that you talked about. I heard that you talked about that
awesome.
during.
These guys are all made it happen. So yeah, it was good.
No, and that's a testament. Josh and I last year. I mean, how we were on the phone a lot, just trying to make sure everything was coordinated and.
My
you're
God,
right
Hurricane Boone just stepped in. I just looked out. You can't see across the parking lot. Sorry.
No, you're good. Squirrel.
Yeah, you were like in the middle of a party at a pool, I think, or something. When we were talking on the phone.
That was 2 years
something.
ago.
Was it 2 years
Yeah.
ago? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there was an ass shaking contest at that pool.
Was Lizzie there?
No.
I was gonna say I saw a couple of them. Probably at the racetrack that night, but it was just Jason running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah,
trying to do
running around
50
circles.
million things.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like testament to our people there because, well, and like we kind of have it worked out where it does run pretty smoothly, but there's a lot that goes into that. I remember the first year that we put this together, man. I was shitting bricks. I was nervous as all hell.
Yeah, you were. He wasn't. He was like, "This has to happen here."
Right. It did. I mean, the amount of legwork that went in to get, the funding and to get everybody kind of coordinated because Boone Speedway is a lot different than a lot of racetracks.
Yeah.
It's privately owned. A lot of racetracks are still ran by Fairgrounds or Fairboard. There you go. So they're like kind of excited about it as to where Boone wasn't that they weren't excited about it, but it was just a different thing. Like Boone Speedway doesn't need an event like this to be the Boone Speedway. But in my brain, it's like the things that I got to experience at Spencer and Algona and the way that everything, all the vets and everything that Jason and his whole clan of people do for this event is, I mean, it is just mind-blowing, really. The last couple of years we've had the guys come out on the off night on Friday night out to our shop, have a dinner, whether or not kind of caters in some food. We shoot the 50 cal. We shoot guns. The kids are pumped up. Like all the kids are like wanting to shoot the gun.
Yeah, like 7-year-olds.
Right. And I mean, America, really. And so it's just turned into such a great, it's always been a great event, but I feel like that a lot of people are now anticipating the Salute to Veterans. They want to know the drivers. They want to know, the dates. Like other shows have changed their dates. The Rage 40, for instance, switched it to their fair race. It kind of overlapped onto the, which they're not an IMCA track, but Justin puts on a Rage 40 show up there, and that took a lot of cars because a lot of people support Justin O'Brien, and they put on a hell of a show up there, which is only one night, but we like to see those drivers at those racetracks too because there's a lot of good ones that go up there and run at that deal. But man, what legs. I don't know if they're taller than Jason's, but it's really grown some legs at all of these events. The tall one, that's right. That's right.
Am I just a tall guy to you? Is all I am?
Well, I was just telling the boys after, or off air, like when I want to know where Jason's at, all I got to do is look around and look for his head because he's about 3.5, 4 foot taller than everybody he's on the racetrack with.
Yeah, but you're right. It's turned into honestly, it's had legs and it's turned into more. Like in our fall event when we hunt, guess where we stop? We stop at the Boone Sportsman's Club.
Really?
We're like, well, yeah, because they shut the Isaac Walton League down in Ames because of the lead and that type of thing. So connections, somebody over here, the guys over there. It's like, let's go to the Boone Sportsman's Club. So we shoot over there with the guys that come back. They're combat wounded guys. So there's just been so many connections.
So speaking of the guys that come and do that, I mean, do you have the same group of guys coming back? I don't ever remember their names, but usually I'm very good with the faces.
Yeah, we have a handful of the guys. I mean, our charity started, I guess this will be 16 years ago.
Wow.
All the way back, and we're 501c3, so no one gets paid. Once again, there's a lot of great organizations out there, but some are not the most upstanding. They're paying people, CEOs, and that type of thing. And once again, there's a lot of good that happens from a lot of these organizations, but we've never taken a dime. No one gets paid. I think last time we did the calculations, 96% went to vets in some way, shape, or form, except for expenses, that type of thing. So anyway, point being is it's really pure. And our fall event that we do is aimed at local vets, et cetera. We bring back usually a lot of new combat wounded guys that they may have been wounded 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago. But the summer event is different because it's work. Like these guys are coming back here for work, and they're all combat wounded guys. Like the guys we got this year, multiple Purple Hearts, never asked for anything. They just want to be a part of something. They want to come and help. So those guys that you see at the track that are with us, that are wearing the shirts with us, et cetera, most of those are Marines that deployed a bunch of times, got shot a bunch of times, got blown up a bunch of times before people even knew about traumatic brain injury or anything like that. And they come back because they want to give back. So some people ask, hey, I see that guy before. Yeah, they're coming back to actually work. Like we pound a lot of posts, man.
Right.
We pound a lot of posts. I mean, someone designed something that's better and it's cost effective that can help you pound a post, and you'll be a gazillionaire.
I got something. The Door and Fence store has a fence pounder. A fence pole pounder. You just got to have an air compressor. So if you can muster up an air compressor, I know a guy that'll get you that. It'll be
there you
just
go.
like
there you go. That's
right
what
down on the
need.
ground.
So anyway, it's turned into a lot. But it started. I mean, Nick Meyer. We did it at Algona for I think 3 or 4 years, and they said, "Hey, you're really good at doing veteran events. Like you're hosting hundreds of people in Lakota, a little tiny town, and we do a veterans night, but we're not getting a lot of traction. And we did this deal, and like they showed up." And our goal always was, I grew up around dirt track racing. My uncle raced way back when, and just draw a connection between vets and dirt track racing. Like vets want to be a part of something, but you got to get them involved. And that's when Algona really started working. And Nick Meyer's like, I know Cody down at Boone. I didn't know anything about it. And he's like, Cody's got a mind for this type of stuff. And then he mentioned something about you. And he's like, Jonathan mentioned something about how cool it is up here. And he ran a couple of the races up there, and it just all started snowballing. But I remember how nervous you were.
Yeah.
You were, because there's a lot of factors there, purses, that type of thing. And Lottie, I remember talking to Lottie, and I was like, I don't know him. I've heard a lot about him. I've been around it a little bit. My first times at the Boone Speedway were way back when I was at Iowa State. But anyway, I just remember how nervous they were.
Yeah.
You were. And then after the first one went, it was like I was getting phone calls. Hey, we're going to do it again, right? Like, we're going to pull this off again. And then last year we had 238 cars.
Yeah, something like that. It was,
Lottie
We'd have
said,
to look for
Lottie
sure.
said to us, we're never not doing this. That's
Right.
Remember
If
after that?
you've never been to the Kossuth County Speedway,
oh, you got it.
I'm proud of
I've
you,
been
bud.
working on
That's
it.
like
Kossuth, Algona Raceway.
I always call it Kossuth
Kossuth
or something.
Kossuth.
I always throw an L in
Now
there.
you're saying it right.
I know.
You're not even meaning
It's like
to.
Rookie
Right.
of the Year when he actually says Rowan Gardner the correct way. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what it
But
is.
what hooked me was when we went up there, and I mean, the Algona stands they're pretty big. And when it is the salutes night up there, it is like, I'm getting chilly just thinking about it because they pull all the cars out there. I mean, you guys have seen it. It's like such a special thing. And Cody and I have a lot of friends that are vets that are bad mofos. But, man, you sure don't know what they go through when they're not around their buddies or when they're at home or when they're doing whatever. And you get to see that raw emotion. And, like the amount of officers, police officers, state troopers, sheriffs, EMTs, the biggest place for that they all show up at is at Algona.
Yeah.
It pisses me off that they don't show up at Boone. I've done a lot of legwork.
We got it coordinated.
I think Cody's going to have a bunch of them this year. It sounds
Good,
like.
because every year I'd be like, yeah, this is the old Bobcat here and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, who? And I'm like, well, we're putting on this big event, blah, blah. And it just didn't really get the traction. And I don't know if it was just because I wasn't like, yes, this is Cody Malika with the Boone Speedway, blah, 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 blah.
Carries
But
a lot of weight, bud.
I wish that it would be like Algona, because it's like, I mean, when you're there and they're pulling in, it's like, are they going to quit pulling in?
Yeah.
Like, and they're all super friendly as shit. Well, of course, I'm always like, slow down, because they're driving through the
Yeah.
pits and shit. It's the one time I can mess with an officer and they don't really get pissed about that.
One time.
But man, what a thing to be a part of. Jason always shoots me a message or gives me a call when they're trying to decide drivers and stuff, and it makes me feel really good to be a part of that, because it's like they don't ever tell me who they are or who the drivers are, but I've got what do you think about this guy, or what do you think about this guy, or what about this guy? And I'm usually like, well, he's kind of a dick, or he's kind of a good guy, or he kind of sucks, but he'd promote it really good.
Yeah, we talked about all of them.
I wish I could see his facial expressions when I say some of that shit, because I'm sure it's just like, Rob, really?
Well, sometimes I'm leaning towards a guy, and I'll be like, "Oh man, the guy is interested. He's reached out proactively. He's got a fan following. He's good on social media. He's got they've contacted us. They got veterans in their family." And I'll reach out to Bob because like, "Hey, tell me some," and I won't even put a name out there. Tell me some guys that you think in this class, and he'll start listing some out, and I'll say, "What about this person?" Yeah, I think that guy's kind of, he's okay. And I know right then at that point in time, he's not bashing anybody, but he's also not endorsing them either. And that's, to me, I got a couple of guys. Nick Meyer has always been one of them because he cares about the event. We put a lot of time and effort into it. And the driver part has always been super big to me. From where I work and kind of in the corporate world, I've been in touch with the NASCAR program. And I remember we would take customers to NASCAR that didn't have any interest in NASCAR. None. And, back in the Ward Burton days, Jeff Burton days, Ryan Newman, Tyler Reddick, all the guys that we interacted with in our program, what I would realize is a customer would come in and they were like, we're going to go to the NASCAR race. And I'm like, all right. You take them to the race shop and you see RCR engines. You go to that shop and you see, whoa, and people are just like, they dynos, they're cranking all this horsepower out. And then you walk into a hallway where they got all the motors and they're all lined up, like dozens of them. And you just, like anybody that likes equipment or horsepower, they're going to be into it. And they'll see it, and you start seeing them turn over, and they get to the race, and you sit on the pit box, and you watch that, or you see the whole works, and they're connected to it. So when we started doing this deal, and I'll never forget, I called Tad Reitzel, and I said, Tad, we want to wrap a car for this race. Like, the veterans race is cool, but we want to have a car there. And he's like, why would you do that? And I said, well, number one, you got a lot of fans around here. Number two, you're competitive. Number three, people say you're a decent guy. I've come to find out he is. Anyway,
he was the first one, right?
He was the first one,
right?
And it was because I knew him. I work in the equipment business at Caterpillar, and I've worked there since I left Iowa State. And he was a CAT customer. And I was like, you know what? I've known of him. They do good work, et cetera. So I was like, maybe he'd do it, and he did. And the first year, like, people would just resonate. Like, the veterans came and signed the car up in Algona. We got a bunch of pictures of it. And it was like, you never know when something's really starting, when the ember's starting to go. But that was like the ember.
Right.
And the next, like that year, Derek Green won the race in Algona. I was like, man, Derek Green, I grew up watching his dad, Randy Green, race that red 32. And I was like, Derek is like, he's the guy puts it on the cushion, and he's gonna go for it, man.
Wild, man.
And he's mad. What I love about watching that guy is like, we're gonna go kick some tail this weekend, and he's mad if there's not a high side. And that's the type of stuff you were talking about earlier that I really appreciate. And we were like, oh man, if we get Derek to do it in the stock car, who was winning everything, so we got Derek to do it. And the next year we got Matt Loaf to do it, and it was just and then all of a sudden we had everybody at our disposal, to some extent. Now it's hard because you've worked through a lot of these guys. So every year when I'm talking to you or Nick or somebody else, it's like, how do you get the next guy? Because it means something to them. What it's turned into now is like, you put someone in here. I think of guys like Owen Barnhill this year and Charneski and some of these guys that are just kind of on the drag. And some of these guys they're clearly ascending, and you put them in front of a couple 100,000 eyeballs on social media, it means something to them.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, maybe for a shoot or, for a Logue or some of these guys that got a big following, it means something for sure, but they've got big followings, right? People know who you are.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I was thrown back into the role of maybe being another picture driver, and I just told Jason, I said, man, I am very flattered to be, in just say the top
Consideration
5,
set.
the
Yep.
consideration set, but I want somebody to experience it that hasn't experienced. However, I really screwed up because the awesome race suits that Austin Witt puts up.
Yeah.
I never got to be a part of that because I was a chose car before that.
Yep.
That is such a cool thing. Like when Matt showed up in his Marine suit, basically, I mean, it looked like
dude.
he was headed to Fort Knox to go to training.
Fort Knox. No, that's not.
Or wherever it is, you know what I mean.
Kasluth,
right?
Is where he was headed. Well, and the problem was you weren't high enough on the power rankings anyway. So in the end, so you were within the consideration set. But whoever that guy was,
Who invited him?
that doesn't exist.
You didn't know that Jason reached out to Cody about the power rankings for this year's set of drivers?
I just figured that out.
You have to be high on the. If there was a Salute to Veterans power ranking, just because you've from the very beginning that it came down to a tour, you've been supportive, you've helped fundraise. He got in a suit once, went to the pasta factory, and raised funds. I didn't get to see the photo or anything, but he went and helped, and it just takes a whole bunch of people to make it happen.
I didn't tell him that they gave me a year's supply of noodles.
No, they did not.
From Barilla.
No,
But I'm still burning through them.
Wet noodle. But anyway, from the beginning, the drivers have been a big deal. I mean, this year we've got a whole different group of folks.
That's what I think makes it super special. You got guys that are, you got a guy from Florida.
Yep.
You got that Nathan Dragon
Yep.
from Arizona who come up here to. I don't know very many hobby stock guys that race for a living, but I think Josh, I knew you were going to love it. But I follow.
I just like hobby stocks. I'm a hobby stock homer.
We follow Mom's TV stuff and her at the show. I mean, like what they got going on is super freaking cool.
Dude,
right?
he's in an open trailer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like that's nostalgic as shit.
Yeah.
So I think the drivers that you guys chose this year are going to represent really well. It's kind of attaching a new crowd to the show as well because a lot of their followers are in Florida or Arizona or now even in Iowa.
Wisconsin. You got Charneski from there. You've got Baca, who is here now, but from another area. You got the guys, obviously, from Minnesota, Lunenburg, and them guys. I mean, it is wider. And that's one of the hardest parts. Like, we picked Josh Apple. He's a local guy that runs Algona, Brit, et cetera. He's a rage guy.
Oh, yeah. We just did the body for his car.
You best get him dialed.
He won't listen. He's like a woman. He won't listen. His shit's way too tight.
Well, just if you can just get him 10% of the Avila kill mode this week.
Airflow,
He's on
the airflow.
He hasn't come down to the wind tunnel yet.
No.
We haven't. We're going to take you to the wind tunnel when you guys come up.
Okay.
For the tour.
Okay.
But very exciting. Yeah, we haven't had. We're saving that.
That's good.
For special customers.
And Jason, if you're looking for some Salute to Vets power rankings, we have the technology. You just have your lawyers call ours. We'll get it all arranged.
That would be cool.
All right.
Be kind of cool.
We will do some power rankings. Although there are only a couple people that have won in 2 classes. It's only a couple. Who would those be? Who can you imagine? I mean, one's a no-brainer. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Who else?
Well, it's not the guy sitting next to you.
Nope. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. This guy right over here.
Are Kelly and I the only ones that won in multiple divisions?
Did McBurney win in a stock car? No.
No.
He was
So.
close.
He was close.
He blew up, I think, last year.
Kelly only is ahead of me because he's older.
He's got 8 wins. You've got 2. So I think that's not exactly
6 of them are at Spencer, aren't they?
He's got a couple at Spencer. He's got a couple in Algona. Boy, he's been a part of a couple.
I didn't know that. That pumps me up
That gets
a little
you
bit.
excited?
Yeah, it does. Come on, baby.
The thing about Kelly is he brings so much to it. I mean, once again, I knew that guy from when my Uncle Gary Shumsky used to race, and they would go at it, and everybody knew Kelly's dad, and up in Fairmont, all that stuff, which is the tracks I went to, and but Kelly, people want to beat Kelly, and he's so good in that stock car. And he breaks hearts. Like, honestly, I don't know if you guys remember, but when Jim Horish was the Pearl Harbor car a couple years ago. And he was leading that entire race, and Kelly started coming through, and Colby Fett was in a stock car for the first time. And Colby was running really well, and he was in between Kelly and Jim, and Kelly's coming through the field like he does, and everybody's letting him take the bottom in Algona, and Horsch had this huge lead, and Kelly caught him on that last lap and came low.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. And I mean, once again, it was a passionate moment because Horsch got beat at the line, and Jim had the Pearl Harbor wrap. My grandpa and grandma were on that car on the deck lid because my grandpa was in Pearl Harbor. Which is an incredible story, by the way. Really incredible story. Anyway, Jim got out of the car, and he was ready to fight. And I was like, that is what this is all about, right? He wanted to win it so bad.
Right.
And he went, and he was, and once again, Jim and I still talk about it to this day. And that is what these races mean. Not just because, I mean, if you win one of these, what's going to top that on you've won 1,000 races. Your dad's won 1,000 races. Where do these stand when you think about trophies?
These, you know where they are.
I know.
They are above the mantle.
Yeah.
The other trophies are over on the corner on the trophy stack. But these
they're up
are.
If you get one of these,
however,
you better put some reinforcement on the shelf.
I was just going to say, however, the bomb, I don't know if I might have to build a special rack for that thing. That thing is phenomenal.
Those are really cool.
I say that whoever wins that, if they can't lift it above their head, they're DQ'd. We go to the next guy.
Well, a good thing Skylar Pruitt last year might not have been able to pick that one up.
Yeah.
By the way, the fact that he won that race, he was one of those guys when I picked him. And once again, I don't have my dad pick the guys. I always pick him because my dad has to live here, and he's catching all the hell all the time. He's like, oh, why do you pick that guy? He's not, whatever the case may be. But when we picked Skylar Pruitt, I was like, he's a National Guard guy. You know, a great connection. No brainer. But I'm like, you also want the guy kind of be able to win. He hadn't won a ton. He'd done really well. And then he goes and beats Dylan Nelson. I mean, in a barn burner.
Right. But here's the other thing, too, I've noticed over the years is that a lot of the cars that you guys pick win at least one.
Usually.
Like, that's pretty
They come up, well,
right?
you know, I mean, one of the things I always tell these guys, and different levels of maturity you can tell in the guys, which is everyone's got pressure to win, especially when there's 3,500 to win or 3,000 or 1,500 for a sport mod. But when you get that wrap on there, you can tell some guys, like, go for it, like, or some guys, it's like, there were some people that were like, you could tell they didn't want to mess up the wrap because it looked so damn good. I mean, one of my favorite stories of all time, Scoot to Veterans, was the third year we did it. We wrapped Elijah Ziemenbergen. And he had this, you know, he was purple and orange, all these crazy colors, and we were like trying to figure out how we make that into a scheme. And that was early on in the days. Brent Licata from Sabisma was doing graphics with us before he passed, and he was coming through the field at Algona, and I remember thinking he's going to win this race or he's going to wad that whole thing up, and he rolled it in between 3 and 4. Literally the first night on the car. We weren't at a tour then, so he was driving out. I just remember thinking he's going to win it or he's going to complete. And he just pushed it too far and he rolled it. But one of the best moments of all time because you see him. I want to win this race,
right?
And they all want to win it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's
turned into one of those very prestigious races to win.
Yeah,
like when you can say that you won a Salute to Veterans race, like people are talking about it all year long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or talking about the Salutes race and, you know, like who are the drivers going to be? Who's going to win it? Who's going to, you know, there's been, you know, a lot of backlash at the Algona Speedway, you know, a couple years ago. It rubbered up early.
Yeah, it did early.
But I tell you what, them guys have done an excellent job.
They have.
We've been up there a couple times this year. I'm really looking forward to it. There's going to be a ton of cars, I think, because I think the people are seeing.
They're seeing it. The numbers are way up this year for those guys.
Right, which is awesome. So awesome. Yeah. Like you got the dunk tank this year again, yeah?
Dunk tank's in.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
What are we having for dinner? Are we doing sweet corn, pork
We're going to have
loin?
sweet corn there. Yeah, we're going to have some, I think the cattlemen are cooking it for us. And, yeah, it's going to be a good
We kind of jumped the gun. So we
Dunk tank is kicking off, though. And you had to do it.
Oh, I was
You were
in
in the dirty
tank.
water.
You were in the dirty water.
Yeah,
everybody had
you want to go early.
They all pissed in it before I got in there.
In the dunk tank. You want to go early.
Yeah. And let me tell you, there ain't no way, unless you have a full mask on, to not drink at least a little bit of that water. So I was drinking ball sweat all day.
People were lining up to dunk you.
Oh, yeah.
And actually now we've got like this Top Gun. You won it, I think, a couple of times already. But we had Top Gun fundraiser for the drivers. And these guys, have you seen this stuff? John Oliver Jr. bought a pallet of Busch Light to auction off or for raffle tickets.
Really?
I know how much that costs. A pallet of Busch Light. This is not a case. It's a pallet that would fit on this table. Are we showing stuff? No, we're not. We're showing some other things. Charneski got a whole bunch of things donated. Baca got a whole bunch of things donated. I mean, people are going hog wild for it. Speaking of hog wild, Wahoo's giving away a hog.
I did see
and 2 half hogs.
I did see Wahoo. I think he stole them from Todd Vanning.
He stole them from him?
You think he drove down there and was just like,
no,
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, they're all doing an incredible job, and it's kind of that balance. The Smith family, that even when they weren't a driver, this is the thing that you notice about some of these families. When they're not a driver and they still keep supporting it. One of the things we always say to the drivers every year is like, hey, if you can keep a little spot in your car next year when you're not a wrap car. Some people do it, some people don't. Colby Fett's kept it every year on the top of his car. Jay Mills did for a bunch of years. Nick Meyer has done it for years. Just like it becomes more than just I was wrap car one year, then I move on. Some people move on.
It's one of the coolest stickers ever because it's got a rooster pheasant.
It's got
on
a big old
and it's an Iowa
rooster.
symbol.
Yes.
Yeah, here's the thing that Wahoo had.
Yeah.
Did John put his on Facebook too?
Yeah.
Oliver?
Oh, yeah.
Shit, we better show it up. I mean,
Oliver Jr.'s, they've been awesome, by the way.
Johnny's a good dude.
And the dude, he's been close to winning some of these races. He hadn't won them.
Yep.
There's a lot of guys that have been close. I mean, Sacco had to go years to try to get one. Joel Rust, by the way, this guy, how can you not love Joel Rust? I call him Captain America because he's like the cookie cutter, perfect. He's been one of our favorites. He won one last year. But yeah, you got that, and then you've got Oliver did that. Also, like a fishing set, so like a fishing kayak and all that stuff was second prize. Yeah, that's that.
Quest Outlands kayak, $50 Casey's gift card. Ugly sticks, that's a fishing rod, right? 2 mesh chairs, igloo cooler, 6-piece hunting knife set.
Wow.
Charneski's doing a gun giveaway.
What?
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, well, tune in, man. I mean,
pallet of Busch Light.
How about a $400 Mitchell Arms and Ammo gift card?
This is what is more America than all this,
right?
I mean,
Busch
I don't know. That's a lot of beer.
guns and kayaks, bud.
It's a lot of beer.
Get drunk, shoot some
JD
guns.
Myers would have that gone in about a week.
I mean, maybe a Sunday. I don't know if you got him on Snapchat.
Snake Farm would have that baby.
When they fire up Snake Farm, bud, and they got the cherry McKillicuddies and the big old bottle of Rose, not a good night.
So yeah, there's some cool fundraisers going on, and the dunk tank is parts. We got these all competing. That's the deal. You get these guys competing.
Man,
Yeah.
Mikey Smith got the shit end of the stick on this dunk tank deal because he's gonna be. He's going to be swimming in lukewarm water at the end of that bad boy.
He's going to be drinking ball sweat like I was.
No, we'll fill it up for these guys.
Oh,
we didn't fill it up for you.
well, yeah.
But we'll get some new water. We got a break in there. This is so Nick Meyer's girlfriend Brooke is the one that puts this on every year for us.
Yep.
And then Taylor Elliott's also helping out this deal. So it's just, by the way, AI makes everything a lot easier, doesn't it, with these little flyers.
great.
People are getting tired of them, but for something like that, it's pretty handy.
I forgot you guys got Corey Probst. God, he's so fun to watch race.
Like this one, Josh.
He went to Algona for the first time in like 100 years.
Really?
What did he do last weekend?
Won.
He won it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Where did that come from?
Just now.
Cody's,
That's awesome.
that come from Cody's computer. It's so tough.
Just
Took
now.
him 2 seconds.
Right.
Yeah, fantastic.
Why is it green? I don't understand. This is the
That
John
was
Deere
it.
green thing.
Yeah.
They wrote a song about it, isn't it? Like John Deere Green.
That's the enemy for this guy over here.
Yeah, actually, John Deere green's fine. The green is good. It means Iowa's doing well. It means agriculture's doing well, etc. The John Deere yellow, not my favorite.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Once again,
That's-
good people though, and good company.
All about the ag. I did particularly enjoyed the Caterpillar machinery I ran at the city back in the day. So.
Yeah, it's a great company. We're 100 years old, and I know it's not like a Caterpillar conversation, but
crazy.
What company lasts 100 years, and then has one of their best years ever at 100 years? Not many.
Not many.
It's a great company.
Yeah,
Boy, look at the company man over here.
Yeah.
He's looking for a raise, Caterpillar. So
No, I'm good. I'm good. I just want our country to do well, and I want our youth of America to work hard.
But you know what? That says a lot about how much you care. You put a quarter of your life in at the same place. And
I'm not 100 years old. The company is a quarter of the company's life. I'm not 100 years old.
Aren't you 50?
Yeah, but that would be half.
Okay,
I'm 47, by the way.
giving you a little bit on a quarter.
Same year.
47.
Same year.
Yeah.
78.
78. Yeah.
How many people have we had on this show?
Hang on. Did you graduate in 96 or 7?
7.
Oh. So close.
Yeah.
But still, born in the same year, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's weird how many people on this
There's a
show
lot.
that have been
We're
the
from
same.
They're on their way out. But
So the greatest, we know who the greatest generation is.
Yes.
That's given.
Yes.
2088s.
But here soon, we will become the greatest generation.
We'll have to carry the mantle for
We can do
sure.
that.
We'll have to carry the flag for them. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, my point is that you talk so highly of where you've spent a lot of, not a lot of people can say that about a lot of companies that they've spent.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people, what is it, the average across the country, you get 3 or 4 job changes.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
I'm saying.
I was told your generation, you're going to have 5 different jobs. Like, I don't want 5 different jobs.
No. Right.
And I, there's a lot of companies that you could say that you wouldn't have that type of experience with. And by the way, I don't think you just fall into that either.
Right.
You got to go to a good
worked.
school. You got to work hard. Like, to me, I always tell young, and I hire a lot of people, I say you got to work hard. You got to be passionate. You got to have some brains. Now, you could probably get by without one of them, but if you lose 2 of them,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. But if you got all 3, that's the recipe.
Well, and see too. I mean, how many people get to work? Like you talked with Ward Button.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching Ward, so I miss hearing his voice. But Reddick and doing that kind of stuff on a national level, and then for you to do what you guys are doing for the what do we call our level? Is it middle class or is it like trailer park boy shit?
No.
I mean, I'm going to say like regional
stuff.
Regional
that wasn't
racing.
a jab. I was just like, but like
trying to classify
So
it.
somebody that has works with the professionals and goes to a way different deal to come and put so much effort and so much time into our series does not go unnoticed.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I have a passion for it. I grew up. I mean, my uncle Gary Shumsky, he was like my hero. When he would go win a race at Fairmont and he'd clean sweep, they'd have a heat race, a trophy dash, and then they'd win, and then he'd go to the Jackson Nationals and win that. Like, to me, I was watching that, and like people they were signing autographs,
right?
And all this, and that was like, to me, once again, it was my generation, but it was Mark Noble, Denny Anderson, him, and then your dad would show up with the big hauler, and everybody, oh God, John Logue showed up.
And then Mark Noble would take him out, and then they'd drink beer afterwards.
Then they'd drink beer after. Someone would claim Mark Noble for sure that night, or Gary, either one. They get claimed. There'd be a fight. I mean, I know people have different opinions on claiming motors. Back in the day, that was my favorite part of the race.
100%.
I mean, there'd be people who would go, hey, can I have that valve? That's my lucky valve cover. Can you pull that off here? Mm-hmm. And they just wanted you to pull that valve cover off and show everybody what was underneath that. No.
When's the last time somebody laid a 28-inch snapping turtle on the dash while they pulled a motor?
I only ever heard of it happening once.
Right. And my dad did that.
What?
Oh, yeah. My dad used to get claimed so much. So Steve Ellsbury and all these guys used to trap snapping turtles out of people's ponds for him. So one night they claimed it. They come out with this snapping turtle, bud, and later right on the dash. Said, you want the motor? Go ahead. There it is.
There it is.
Take it.
Oh, that's great.
Then they'd start writing shit on the inside of the valve covers like F you. And
oh, yeah.
You're a dude, just very pro. None of you say a word. Not one of you. Prerogative.
You got it.
I did. I had to think about it because I was like, I was in a tongue twist for a minute. But we'd drop bolts or whatever, down, and what was But that's what made people like, because they were like, oh, who's going to get bought this week?
Oh, yeah.
Or we're going to go down there and we're going to watch them pull this
We're
motor
watching
out.
it.
We're going to watch the wreckers guys fight over $25.
Yep.
Because they got paid $25 to pull the motor, right? So I hated it because my dad would literally lose 6 motors a month, or depending on, you know. But at the same time, it created an atmosphere at the racetrack for fans to be a part of. Like, I seen a video online of people at Shelby County after Ricky had won. There was a line. That don't happen no more.
No.
People don't come down, and I don't know. I mean, I'm guilty of this too. Like, you have a bad night, you load up.
You load up and you get out. There's
Yeah.
been times in our race like, hey, I'm going to go see Jonathan, and he's out. I'm like, what is this all about?
Yeah. Well, it's usually because I'm looking for a bowl of water and usually a hot dog or a Subway sandwich.
A big, brand new hot dog. By the way, don't run out of food this year at Salute to Veterans in Boone. That happened last year. You ran out of food. You couldn't get a piece of food anywhere at the place, which is good.
Which is good.
A good thing.
But you know what? We got the best guy for the job. He's spreadsheeted everything. He knows how much ketchup we use.
Power rankings for condiments.
He is a stud for this type of shit. I mean, and ever since...
How many ounces of pickle relish we need?
Right. It's 16 in the pits and 29 in the grandstands.
Varies on the temperature.
Does it really?
Outside temp.
By the way, speaking of that, Taylor... Do people know Taylor Elliott?
Oh, yeah.
People know who.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Like, obviously, her and Chaz been doing a bunch of things for the tour and lots of great video and whatnot. But anyway, she was like, hey, you know, it's kind of sad that everybody's spread out after the races and there's no fun afterwards. Like, people, like, let's get all the Salute the Veterans drivers together. So she's talked to all the tracks to try to line it up. I don't know if you figured it out how you're going to do it at Boone, but, you know, give people a place to go and see the cars and talk to the drivers, veterans to come out afterwards. So we're going to do that. And, you know, we as a charity can't provide the alcohol, but there might be some drinks there.
Right.
Provided by the Bobcat, maybe.
Well,
or
hey,
somebody.
now, wait a minute. The winners of the race, are they getting a bottle of whiskey?
It's not whiskey, it's liquor, but yes, they're getting a bottle of private first class from S&B Farms up there in Bancroft, Iowa. But anyway, after the races, they're going to be all kind of together, and
that's cool.
It's a cool thing to be able to come back out there, and it's a destination, right? If one's way over here, maybe you're not going to see it.
And that's a really, really good idea because, like you said, people are going to be trying to walk all over to see the car because they want to see what these cars look like up close.
Yes.
Well,
if
at
there's
Boone,
one central spot, boom.
Fan zone at Boone. The fan zone at Boone, what they've done with the stage and all the concrete, phenomenal, which great addition to the Super Nationals, but it's nice to be able to utilize it for an event like this.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fans don't have to walk, but just down the grandstands and right out
They're
the
right
back.
there beforehand, and, you know, we're going to unveil them at Spencer. And, by the way, the weather looks
great.
Knock on wood, we've never had it in the 80s, much less 70s.
Looks good.
It could be the biggest year because it's not going to be crazy hot. There's not a lot of overlapping races, et cetera. We'll see what happens, but you can see those cars then. By the way, the wraps this year, every year the wraps are something. But this year we've got some. I mean, Garrett's the G-Wagon's seen them. He's one of the only people that knows what they look like, what they are. There are some.
Really, Garrett?
Holding out on us, John.
Really?
He is literally. Even the other drivers don't know. We could preview some here. This is going on Tuesday, right?
That's it. Yeah,
we could break some news here.
It's your call, bud. It's either you break the news or Garrett's getting a flying rabbit punch.
He's probably going to get one anyway. Or we're not going to tell you what they all are.
If he don't want the rabbit punch, I'm going in with the snap kick. Yeah, that's right, the snap kick.
That's what Parker Schlegel did to Brian Snell's car on Saturday.
It is.
Anybody for 25 on the movie? Do I need to go one more?
Yeah.
Or into a pile driver.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, a pile driver. Come on, for 25 Gryffindors, somebody give it to me. Does anybody
It's a
know
Chris
the
Farley
movie?
movie.
No.
But what movie?
Black Sheep?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
25 Hufflepuff. Actually, Cody's a Hufflepuff. We'll give him 25 Hufflepuff points.
The worst Chris
I know
Farley
what-
movie
I know
maybe
what
ever.
Any of
Oh,
them.
it was-
have you ever heard Jonathan do the whole? Never mind.
Yeah. Don't get me going on it, bud, because
He can do the
make another
whole.
movie.
He can do the whole segment when that guy gets pulled over. It's pretty good. Anyway,
So on the wraps, people always ask how we pick cars. Do we want to get into that? Because that's actually a hot topic.
That is you.
Yes.
And if you want to get into it, I think that's great because people
brought it up.
want to know.
Let's do it.
I'll bring it up. Number one, we used to have, like, we started with one, Tad Wright Soul, and then we went to, there's secrets. So many
No,
friends,
no.
guys.
He's asking if it's hot. Yeah,
Right.
just pull her away just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Anyway,
There you go.
we started with one, then we went to two when we aired Derek Green the second year, and then we went to three. But now we got 12. So we got 3 per class, the top 4 classes. So now we can kind of spread it out a little bit. Like you have a guy, we like to think of guys and gals, by the way, that want to be a part of it. That, more than anything else, it can't be something that they see, oh, the unveil video is going to get 150,000 views. I want to be a part of that. I can see through that pretty quickly.
Right.
And so basically every year we get like a list of 5 guys that we're thinking, hey, or gals, that we think, hey, these are folks that might be in the mix for one reason or another. But they're usually a combination of, are they interested? Would they be a good representation? Do they care about veterans? And do they understand this is bigger than them? Number one. Number 2 is, are they going to represent the charity well on and off the track? Doesn't
That's
mean
a tough one for me, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I was good.
Who did you cuss out that year?
I think it was Doug Smith, wasn't it?
No, that was way later. You cussed him out way later. No, it was up somewhere. Was it Colby Fett up in 141 or something?
Yeah, it was Colby Fett at 141. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
he
you-
took me out, and then
but
he
he-
tapped himself out.
He did. He
Which was
freaking dropped out of the race.
He did, and they gave him my spot back. That was the best finish I had at the Captain of the Creek. I ran third.
But
Yeah.
I was like, he's chewing him out. He literally said, "Out my bad." Who does that?
Bobcat. Oh, takes
He didn't
himself
tap
out.
out.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
he tapped out.
That's-
My bad. Sorry.
That's the kind of stuff that Colby Fett does.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I've raced with Colby, Drew, and Alec.
yeah.
I've raced good with all of them.
Yep.
And I've raced bad with them too.
Yeah.
And that was just circumstantial stuff. And I think that me being me, coming out doing this shit and everything,
Yeah.
like they were kind of like, whoa, I don't know about this guy. And then later it's like, oh, all right.
You're polarizing, but lovable. And I would say, one of the things about drivers that I've learned over the years, and I've been around them all the time, when you look at guys like that, you can tell, and that's the way you were.
Yep.
I mean, one of my favorites, my favorite stories about drivers is Jeremy Mills. Nick Meyer was a Squitch Veterans driver multiple years, and Nick and Jeremy, they're going to watch this, and they're going to be like, what are you doing? But they would be close, and they wouldn't be close. They'd run into each other. They'd argue, whatever. But like Nick was the driver, and then we were like, all right, we're going to switch it up a little bit. And then I think that year I went to Nick, and I was like, Nick, that gung-ho mentality that Jeremy Mills has, that is literally like a Marine. Win at all costs, go hard, win, like push the envelope, put it where, go in a dangerous place. And I was like, I almost felt like I just had to tell Nick that. And he was like, I think you should do that. Like they were competitors. Maybe they didn't get along at that time. I'm not really sure, but he was like, yeah, I think that's good. And I can't tell you how many times where I would talk to a guy that would have a rival and like, dude, that's a good call. You should go that way.
I've done it
You did it multiple times.
multiple times. And that's just who I am. I don't. If you can have a conversation with somebody, like when we're on the racetrack, I mean, Buck Shafroth has literally taken me out in their own car and wrecked their stuff.
Yeah.
Not intentionally. We were just racing. And when you can do that and get out of the car and in the pit area, go and have a conversation or calm down or whatever, that is what racing is about, right? We call it the racing family. When somebody's broke down on the side of the road, another race car trailer is pulling over to help them. Yeah. So I know exactly what you mean. Like Nick, and it's like they're magnets sometimes on the racetrack, and it's no different than, me and Doug Smith. Like we've had these altercations, but we always get over it. We don't race each other like shit the next time we're on the racetrack. And I think that there's a ton of racers out there that are like that. And I can respect that because we're all out there to win. We want to win, and sometimes we're all human. We make mistakes. It just is what it is.
Yeah. So I feel like the driver selection is always a little bit dramatic. And there was one I'll never forget. We picked Nick Meyer one year, and there was a woman up at the Algona Speedway that was a big Jeremy Mills fan. And she told my dad, she said, I cannot believe you picked him, and I'm going to chop off and feed it to you.
Whoa.
And she was joking but serious. And it's just how passionate people are.
Jeez.
And but by the way, we ended up being very close with her. She wasn't being like really dramatic about it, but people were really passionate about who we pick.
Yeah.
And we picked some people multiple years. I mean, like this year we got Dylan Nelson back, and then Mike Smith's in a different class.
Right.
I mean, Mike was awesome the first time we did it. And by the way, their unveil videos.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
I was wondering if you were going to talk about that.
Did you guys see his unveil video this year?
Incredible. Yeah.
What we learned that day is that Mike Smith has the biggest motor in the sport mod class. Just saying. I mean, that was one of the coolest videos, and just the whole Smith family. I think they've all been a vet except Devin and Will.
New, yeah.
Devin and Will, because Doug's been one, right?
No, not Doug.
No. Oh,
no,
so
because Doug was killing everybody, and he was a sport mod when he was really killing everybody, and then he went to he was out for a little bit.
He went to a mod. Yep.
So that there's been a lot of times where we were thinking, this is the year for, in that case, Doug or Topless Joe this year. He would have been the perfect hobby stock driver.
He has the
Guess
nicest.
What?
You're right.
He went to
sport mod.
So
right.
We typically wouldn't pick somebody the first year they're in a class. We've done it once before, but anyway, point being is we have not had Doug or Will. Will seems like
or Devin.
He's cut up, or Devin. Yep.
So you've had 3. You still got 3 more that you need to choose from.
Yeah. Well, how long are we gonna do this thing? That's the other question, right? I mean, it gets harder every year. It seems like.
Sure.
That is a question we were going to ask you. What is the future of what you've built? I mean, you've built an empire. It is. I mean, think about how many people you reach and have reached by making this a little tour with. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Miss Loretta, we're ready for the rest of the tour. But we started at Spencer. We go to Algona.
Yeah.
It's now to Boone. What, are you just stuck on the 3 race series? Is it going to continue on for another 5 years? Is it going to continue on for 10? What is the fate of the Salute Veterans?
This is the 10th year.
This is the 10th year.
This is the 10th year this year. And by the way, we've toyed with the idea of like an all-star driver, like wrap year. Like that would be, I think, pretty cool. Think about the guys we've had.
Right.
I mean, we've toyed with that idea. I'm not sure if we'll do it or not. But this is the 10th year. It gets harder every year, obviously more expensive, et cetera. My dad, Bernie, who is really the other half of this charity, right? When we started this charity, I was like, I want to take care of combat wounded vets from Iraq or Afghanistan, my generation. He's like, I want to take care of Vietnam guys, his generation. And that's the magic that really created the charity, because if we host 8 or 10 or 20 combat wounded guys a year but don't take care of the Vietnam guys, it's not the scale, because this is a Vietnam area.
Right.
Korea, Vietnam, and some of the other conflicts. So, it's just 2 of us. And every year we have 50 or 100 volunteers to help us pull these events off. Once again, we don't get paid. I got 3 kids. I got a pretty busy job. He's retired now. So it takes, if it wasn't for the sponsors, the support, and the people that help, we couldn't do it. We wouldn't do it, honestly. So what we've said is we'll keep doing charity events as long as there's demand, there's pull, and there's people that need it. And I think, once again, you give, and anytime you've done this too, you've helped, and Cody's helped a lot, but you get more than you give on these deals. So it actually pays you back in spades.
Yep.
But that doesn't mean it doesn't take a long time. Like at first, like I remember with Cody was like, man, I just want to get cars, and can we get over 120 at Algona? Can we get over 200 at Boone? Can we get over 150 at Clay County? And now I'm like, we got cars.
Right.
People are coming to this deal. They come for the pageantry, et cetera. It used to be we could be done at 11 and have a couple of drinks and clean up and get ready for the next show. And now it's like, holy cow, we're running B features and everything, which is great. And by the way, I'm so appreciative of the drivers because it's hard to make these features. Mm-hmm. But guys and gals are coming. They want to be a part of it. And that's why the purses are important, and paying down and the tow money and all that stuff is really important. And that's why we try to make it a great show. And that's my philosophy that I've always had. And my dad and I are in sync in this. We could do a week. We've had a lot of tracks reach out, say they want to be a part of it. Will you add from Nebraska to South Dakota to Minnesota?
That's the empire I was talking about a minute ago that you thought I was bullshitting you on.
But once again, if you think about it, if I was a promoter of a racetrack or a promoter of a tour, that's different. Like there's some for profit there probably.
Right.
There's some you're building an empire, et cetera. We're a charity that our number one goal is not to put on the best races. I think we put on awesome races with the 3 tracks we do. And the pageantry I think is unsurpassed. I watch a lot of the stuff on Flow or on different, IMC TV and on TV. You just don't see flyovers. You don't see all these wraps. I mean, you just don't see it. Every year the wraps I just think are, it was in Speedway Illustrated a couple years ago, but you just look at that, you just don't see a combination. And you know how hard it is. I mean, the idea of working with one driver to get a wrap done, and you talk to Steph and these guys, like drivers are pretty particular, right? Mm-hmm. To do 12 a year. And like I come up with the ideas and we talk with the drivers, and then the drivers say, hey, I was thinking about Air Force because I was in the Air Force, my grandpa was in. And we go, okay, we'll do Air Force for that guy. And then, okay, but then some guys like, I have no idea. Like one guy this year, and this is the one that when I heard it, I was like, we're doing it. Owen Barnhill, his great-great-great-grandfather was in the Civil War.
Holy cow.
So we got a Civil War car.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, it's sick.
So does it have like cannonballs and muskets and shit or what?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But
Garrett,
don't tell him, don't show him, Garrett.
You're done.
No, he's not. Here's the thing.
Oh, he's getting it.
And that car is an example where when you go, people could get a little bit hurt about Confederate flags. It's about unity.
Right.
It's not about Confederate flag on one side and stars and bars on one side. It's like from divided to united nation.
Right.
And yeah, it's got imagery and stuff in it, but
that is the history of our country.
I know.
Correct.
Don't take offense to it. Like, goddamn, if we can shove down our kids' throats at 12 years old, sex education and everything else, and if somebody's going to be upset about a Confederate flag, it doesn't mean you're racist. It's part of our country's history. I think that is so. I want to see it now.
It's going to be awesome. But I mean, there are every year we do different ones. This year is the first time we've had one branch that had 2 cars, but there are 2 very unique looks and stories because they were both connected to the drivers. And there are some cars.
Which one's your favorite one?
I honestly cannot tell you what.
Come on.
No, I can't. I mean, the Civil War thing, we'll never have a chance to do that one again, probably.
Right.
So that one, just the theme itself is awesome. Mikey Smith's is just looks great. Josh Apple's, which that's your boy.
Yeah, keep rubbing it in. Just keep going.
That's your boy.
I'm fine with it. I want you to
Josh
spit it
Apple's,
out.
you will see from a mile away. All
right.
Chaz Baca's, if you can imagine, Taylor, right?
Yep.
If you think she was a little bit involved in trying to make that thing just right,
so it's
you would
purple,
be correct.
White, red.
No.
Good.
No.
No pink.
That is a dual themed car.
Can you give us like one hint of a color?
Oh, well, there's lots of colors on it. It is. I'll that one right there. I'll just tell you, it's Army and it's Navy.
Ooh.
Which you never do that. We've never done it, but the way it comes off is like, blow your mind.
Thanks, Garrett. for knowing and not letting us know.
Garrett is following the rules.
He's trustworthy, I'm telling you. I get it.
Once again, Garrett's off camera here, and I know I've been around enough cameras in my professional career that you don't usually talk about the guy that's over there.
Mm-hmm. I am.
That guy has been so important to our charity the last 10 years, 5 years, I would say, since we got to know him. He's a hunter. He's a dirt track guy. I mean, all these things. It's funny how the world comes together. But
the worst fisherman in the
lousy
country.
fisherman.
He's not a great fisherman. I've heard he's not a great fisherman.
Did you see the video?
The Netflix
one?
Man,
you gotta go watch
it. He made
a
short that said when Netflix finally does a documentary.
How's my hair look?
Does a documentary.
Really? I did see that.
Oh, God, it's so great.
But anyway, point being is it takes a village to do these things. And to answer your question, I don't know how long we're going to do it. I really don't, because every year I go, man, it's a little bit more on my shoulders.
Well, now Bernie, kids. Yeah, but Bernie's retired.
Bernie's retired. That means you do less, not more. By the way,
said no one ever. Every retired person I see, they're like,
so busy,
I gotta go
busy.
I gotta go get a part time. The only one that doesn't is my Uncle Mike, and he's like having beers at 2:30.
My dad is super busy, and he does a ton of things. We've got a nice separation of the work, but once again, there's only two of us. I would love to hire an intern. I tried to get Iowa State to get an intern for us, et cetera, but it's a lot. So I honestly don't know how long we'll do it.
Hey, hold on. Anybody out there listening that's an intern that wants to help Salute to Veterans
if you're an event
empire,
if you're an event, yes.
Yeah.
Seriously, like this is, if you want to be a part of this, which a lot of people do because a lot of people support this and they sell a shit ton of shirts.
Yeah.
You can see if you want to be a part of something like this. I'm not going to give out Jason's phone number, but you can contact them probably on the Facebook Hunting with Heroes Facebook page.
Correct.
I think his email's on there.
Or
maybe.
call Bobcat. He gave you his number earlier in the show.
Hey, you can call me too. Just know that you might get barked at or scratched. I mean, obviously there's a clan that helps this deal too, but there could be some better things that could maybe help lighten up the load off of Jason and Bernie because he's retired.
The other thing is, by the way, is that when I was going to school, like the internships, et cetera, like that builds what someone's going to hire you for later. When I look at somebody on a resume, it wouldn't matter what company I worked at. I look for someone that had brains, but you don't have to be a 4.0, right? You got to, but involvement. Are you a part of something bigger than yourself? Do you see the forest for the trees? So I think it's really important that people do that. I'm not trying to get somebody to come work for us because, by the way, this event is this week and it's kind of cooked at this point in time.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, so if you're in the business, Caterpillar might hire you if you come over to Salute to Veterans.
No, absolutely. No.
I'm kidding.
No, see, that wouldn't happen. By the way, you said barked or scratched at. Did you know that we had another person, same person as last year, mybostonbabies.com. They're giving a purebred Boston Terrier.
Really?
See, you could have done this. A purebred Boston Terrier to a vet. At the event.
Really?
They did it last year, and it was like, the guy's name is Greg Kramer, and his wife are doing it up in Algona. So we're going to have that dog. It's on our Facebook page, but the dog is like literally this big, purebred.
Yeah.
What's its name?
Doesn't have a name yet. We might call it Bobcat.
What have you guys been calling it?
We haven't called. It's not with us yet.
So
it's
you're
still
just calling
with the
it
breeder.
okay.
Dog.
All right.
That's the dog.
This is the dog. When are you going to give away the dog? What event?
It's going to be at Spencer. Sorry. It's going to be at Algona. And we're doing it all on social media. We're saying, hey, if you're interested, a veteran your husband or you, let us know. Because we're not just going to give a dog to some random person that walks up. We're going to make sure it's a good home. They're going to cage, food, all that stuff, shots and all that stuff. So the dog's going to be there, but it's not going to be ready until like a little bit later in August. But it just goes, people will come out of the woodworks.
That's really cool.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Pull it up, Cody. Let's see it. What color is it? Black and white?
Yeah.
I'd be on this one over here. Don't look at my fat head over here. Oh, Patches Houlihan.
Look at this guy.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
It's a male.
Male.
Yeah. Comments is Cody Malacote.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got a lot of stuff we're going to give away. Hey, everybody wants to talk about gas is more expensive. We're going to have $50 gift cards to every veteran this year.
Really?
Yep. And, I never say this, but some of the smart vets are like, I'm going to go all three. And we're not going to say, go to all three if you want to go to all three.
Right.
Right. And we want you to come and have a good time. So not only do you get to go and see some incredible racing, which is going to be incredible at every track, But you can come out ahead. Food, drink, $50 gift card. The veterans event.
Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Fairway.
Hold
Fairway
on.
does the meal.
Fairway
at
is
Boone.
doing the meal at Boone. Yep.
look at that.
You could walk away with one of these bad sisters.
Could.
Okay. Hold on a minute here.
4 of those at each track we give away.
4 of these at each track. We're going to pull this off
And it's obviously
because it's
unloaded.
It is.
And he's already checked it out.
What a beautiful octagon barrel, Garrett. It looks like Jason's boys have sighted this baby right in. Beautiful, beautiful Henry 22 caliber lever action gun here. I've had the pleasure to give 2 of these to veterans who I am still in contact. Jeff and the sheriff, Brian. Brian actually came to my race party. And so, like, when I win one of these races, we do this really cool thing. I have somebody build a case for this gun. And then Amy's sketching, or I don't know, she does engraving. I think it's Amy's engraving. But my stepdad and Jeremy Hoover build a nice, cool case. And it's a tearjerker. Like, these people are, like, just blown away. Brian and his wife came down. They knew nobody. Mm-hmm. They came there. I was raffling off a gun. He won that gun.
Oh.
But
the fix was in it, appears.
But it's like, you know, Jeff, I mean, Jeff comes to the events and he always comes down and buys a shirt. I usually give it to him. But it's like, you make those relationships with those people, and it's just so special. And to give this to them, I mean, it's like, it's tear jerking, man. I mean, I don't know what other way to explain it. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Jason?
We a couple of years, actually last year, we're trying to figure out, you know, some people are like, oh, the show goes so long and there's so many cars, and what can you do? We're like, well, we can cut out the presentation of the guns with the drivers. And literally every driver I talked to, you were one of them, Nick, Jeremy, a handful of guys, they're like, don't do that. I mean, yeah, it goes long, but anybody that wins a gun is not going to complain about it. And as a driver, when you interview the drivers, they're like, handing that gun to someone is like, you know, once again, Kelly's won 1,000 races or whatever it is. When you watch his victory lane interviews, when he gives a gun away, when you won an Algona, it was different. And of course, you were a wrapped guy, and Kelly was wrapped when he won a couple of those races, so it means even more, like, all that connection. But I mean, I think a lot of people see a side of you guys. I saw a side of you from the TV that I didn't know. Jeremy, Kelly, a lot of the folks. But when it comes down to it, you can tell the people it means something to. There have been some drivers. We've had some drivers that didn't win the race, and the first thing they did was, like, there weren't enough laps. I'm not going to take a picture. I'm out of here. Like, there's been some of those too. Anyway, I think it's just it's a testament to it means something.
Well, and two, when that vet comes to you, they're excited. You know, like the one year we something happened and we gave the wrong gun.
Yes.
And it was like literally I mean, like this guy was devastated.
Yeah.
But he was also really cool about it.
Yeah.
Because like it just
somebody basically jumped and said they were somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm the first place guy, and they got put in there, and they weren't. And it was like, okay, well, we got to kind of move over here.
Yeah,
You
right.
get the gun and don't. This year we're giving away second place. Like, the more we do this, the more we realize when we give stuff away, it should be functional for vets.
Right.
So that gun typically is not going to get shot. People aren't going to shoot it. They're going to put it on their wall, whatever, which is great. But like second place, we're giving away like battery power, like DeWalt trimmer and blower. Like a vet or his wife or family could use a couple $100 worth, right? And that stuff's kick ass, by the way.
Right.
You probably say DeWalt, don't you?
No, I say Milwaukee.
Oh, dude. Well, fair enough.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm a DeWalt. I grew up on DeWalt.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So,
Lord.
And then the third place is going to get a cat cooler, and then we're going to give a bunch of flags away, and yeah, it's going to be something. I mean, you think about $50 a vet. If we get 1,000,
Yeah.
$50 grand right there in gift cards.
Just in
Pay
gift
for your
cards,
gas,
people.
man. Pay for your gas.
Just
come
for
to the
gift
races.
cards.
Yep.
Is Winnebago doing what they always do and giving you guys those beautiful motorhomes to travel around in?
Yeah, we actually asked this year for smaller ones because you think about it, they're
taller or smaller.
They're smaller, like a smaller class of them, just because we would take these things and they're a big unit.
Right.
They're 38, 40 feet long, and then you got the first year I drove them, I was like, man, this is a lot. Like to keep them on the road, on some of these narrow roads is quite a bit. So we got some smaller ones this year to actually be a little bit more nimble going to and fro. But yeah, Winnebago's been incredible, and Iowa company, people could never imagine they were from Forest City, Iowa, right?
Seriously.
That company,
Seriously.
Forest City, Iowa, and you think it's not, and I know how this works, like not every company is going to jump behind an event that's for 1 week at a time or 2 weeks at a time. So, yeah, we really appreciate them. The lemonade stand, Colby Fett's daughter, Torin Clean, she did a lemonade stand again this year. I think it's going to be like $5,000 or $6,000 in lemonade she sold.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So she's
a lot
like
of sugar.
title part. That's a lot. So yeah,
Could be sugar-free lemonade. You don't know.
Could be.
And then Cody found D&E Outside Services this year, and Elmquist must be they must be an incredible group of folks. I've never met them all these years. So can you please get someone from Elmquist to come and accept the gift, because we got awesome gifts for the partners this year. So I want to meet the Elmquist folks because they've supported us now for what? 3 or 4 years. I've never met these people.
Jake and Andrea are two of the nicest people that I've ever had the pleasure of dealing with. They care about racing, both their kids' races. I don't know if Andrea really cares as much. Like Jackson's cool with it now, so it's like she's coming around. But they're so involved in racing, not just racing either. They do a lot of other cool things. But when you get to meet Jake, you'll understand why Jake does what Jake does. He's just a super cool dude, and he does a lot, not just for the Boone Speedway, but he does a lot for a lot of racetracks.
It's super great. I mean, and you asked earlier about how we do this. I mean, at the end of the day, our goal is to put on an awesome event every year, all the events we do, and break even. If we can do that, then we can make it another year, and we always have a year in reserve. So if everything went to hell in a handbasket in the economy or whatever, but people would just get behind it every year, like the guys at Performance Bodies. I mean, before last year, like most of our time was spent trying to find people to get this thing going and keep it going, right, to break even every year. And then when they stepped up as a tour partner, I was like, that took a lot of weight off our shoulders. Like guys like Gary Myers, who helps a lot of people in the racing community, people that are consistent, that are trustworthy, that come through, and they come through in their commitments. Not everybody's like that. We all know that. There are people out there that say, oh, you give them the moon, and one year they might give you the moon, but the next year they might not show up. We have partners pretty much across the board that always show up. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Good people and good people behind you.
Why should veterans come to these events?
Well, I mean, the one thing I know growing up in northern Iowa is when there's free food that's good, and there's giveaways. And this year we're giving away like a canvas bag. We're giving away like small American flag. We're giving away a first aid kit. Like, talk about things that people can use. We're not giving away a yardstick or something like that. A nice first aid kit to everybody is like worth $10-15 a person. So put it in your car, whatever. That could help you someday. Tourniquet, that type of thing. So number one is it doesn't cost you anything to come. You get your drinks, your food, entertainment. We got bands at every location. We pay for those folks to come in so you can enjoy the scenario. This year weather looks incredible. So it's like a risk-free night. And a couple of the vets we've had the last handful of years, every year we get them when we bring the combat wounded guys that aren't from Iowa. They come back and they say, "This is the America I fought for." This.
That's awesome.
That right there is
right.
Awesome.
And that is why you come to these, and that's why I don't know how to say it other than at the beginning of the conversation, we're talking about tracks and this and that and the other. And from my perspective, I look at it and I go, I'm just thankful for Spencer and Algona and Boone for doing the best they can to put on an incredible show for the fans, knowing that it's a lot for us to come into town. And I just have full confidence this week that they're going to have a great week to be able to prep, and they're going to do everything they can, because they always do. And sometimes it works out incredibly well, and others maybe not as well. But,
that's part of it.
That's part of
That's
it.
part of it.
And you guys all race on the same track. And
Yep.
at the end of the day, as long as there's a way for somebody to get from 10th to 1st in some way, shape, or form, I think it's going to be a great show. And also, I'll say this about IMCA. We never asked anything from IMCA all these years. And then like last year, it was like, hey, things are getting tougher, and we want to put on the best show that we can. And Brett and IMCA are like, yeah, we'll help support it. And that's, I think it's tough to be a racetrack, and I think it's tough to be a sanctioning body. I really do.
Well, being on the backside of some things and some events that I've been a part of, IMCA and Brett really they do an excellent job of supporting these shows, like the Salute to Veterans, the Clash on the Coast, the Super Nationals. You hear some of these events that are put on from other promoters or tracks or whatever, and IMCA it always seems like they're willing to step up, and that's what people don't see. I didn't see that for a long time, but I also wasn't on the backside of it though either. And I've only been on the backside of a few events, and I've had the pleasure of being able to work with some really cool people and just kind of soak it in and learn. And sometimes I put my foot in my mouth, and talk shit, but I'm still going to do that no matter what. So everybody can not get their hopes up. If I come and work, not fixing that. Sorry, it's been 38 years of nothing but pleasure and straight up double sexy stuff over here because I'm a big boy. But
can I just say, it comes from a place of passion, though. And it's that I've learned that about you. It's everything. If you're going fishing, you're going to fish the hell out of it.
Oh,
you hear that, Garrett?
He's all in.
He's coming for you.
Right.
If you're going to rabbit punch Garrett for not showing you some wraps, you're going all in.
Still waiting on that.
I've been stretching my arms since I said it. I'm telling you. But
it is.
I am. I'm very, very passionate about it. And there are some times where, everybody's anger gets the best of them. But I will be the first one to come over there with my tail between my legs and apologize for, you see all these memes on the internet and stuff. People say things when they're angry that they don't necessarily mean. And I'll guarantee you one thing. Everybody in this room or even anybody listening will know where I stand on any given situation, and I will give anybody anything that I can in my willing, in my being, to be a part of something and be passionate about it and care about it and see things grow. Like, that's what I've had such a awesome time of. I reached out to Jason because I'm like, I want to be a part of this, not because I give a shit less about the exposure, but is because I have some friends that have gone through stuff that I didn't really realize that they were going through until I started doing this stuff. And I'm like, wow. It was really a big eye opener for me. And some of these questions in here that Josh mustered up, like, what is the future of this, and what is, I've wanted to know that too, because it's like I said, you've been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people understand what kind of legwork goes into this deal. I mean, mainly you and your dad, but not just you and your dad. I didn't realize you had 50 volunteers and just all the stuff, the trophies, the pictures, the walking around to everybody in the pit area, and just being relevant in the event.
Yeah, I think it's really important to point out that the way we've thought about this before, and when we've even hinted at, maybe it won't last forever, which nothing lasts forever, right?
Right.
A lot of times you don't know how good you had it until it's gone. And one of the things last year someone brought up was like, oh, man, you got to do this forever. I was like, well, nothing lasts forever, right? Mm-hmm. And it's going to take a lot of support from people to make it happen, and time, et cetera. But, we try to make everything on point. Like, for example, the trophies. Like, I didn't actually realize how big these are going to be. Like Logs for Hero, it's Anthony Martin.
Yeah.
That you want to know why that's so big? Garrett, can we see that? We can see that on there. Why that's that big? Because that's the actual size of that actual bomb that was dropped in World War II and Korea and Vietnam. It's a 100-pound, basically MA-30 bomb.
Wow.
It's a real legit, and now it would be 100 pounds instead of probably 40 what that one is, but that's the size of it. And when Anthony did it, I said, I want it to mean something. I don't want it just to be a bomb.
Right.
Like that little intricacy of detail makes all the difference. Now, that's a huge trophy. I mean, that's freaking huge.
It's so cool.
The Race of Champions trophy is huge. Now, this one here, the Soldier's Cross typically like represents someone that was killed in action, like their boots, their helmet, their rifle. We never wanted our events to be morbid. There was a couple people that were involved with us early on in the deal that wanted to play taps and wanted to play Amazing Grace and that type of thing. This is a celebration of America and of service and of being a part of something bigger than yourself. It is not about being morbid or this year we lost X amount of people. Yeah, we want to highlight that we lost people. We want to remember them. But like this here, this is called the Soldier's Cross, and Anthony did these. This is going to be the Race of Champions, and there'll be 4 of those given out. Each class will get one, and that one we made it gold. And the signification of gold is like the Gold Star family is like when someone's killed in action, the star goes from blue to gold. And that is literally a representation of why we do what we do. It's the people that served. It's the people that got injured in combat. And it's the people that never got deployed. And then there's people that gave the ultimate sacrifice. And Matt was a big part of it last year. We've had 3 people that we have brought their families here. We put the people on the car that were killed in action. Last year, Matt had Jason Rogers inside of his car.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt won everything basically last year, right? He won every big race there was, and Matt's a quiet guy.
We just were talking about it. The only race that he hasn't won is at Spencer.
Correct, and he's been close.
He's been close.
And Matt, quiet guy, et cetera. And when I originally thought about him, I was like, is he going to do interviews? Is he going to feel comfortable? And he was like, yeah, I'd do that, man. So we're having those initial conversations. You start thinking, how's that going to work? But anyway, like Matt won, Race of Champions, heartbreaker for Pace Herrera, by the way. He led that whole thing, basically, and then stepped on it. Poor kid. But anyway, I think he'll be back and better than ever. But Matt won that thing. And then when he won the feature in Algona, Jenny, Jason's mom, was waving the checkered flag. I mean, her son was killed, in service of this country. And oh, by the way, the guy that was there, he's back this year, Josh Kearns. The guy that was standing right next to him when the bomb went off, he lost his legs, lost one of his arms. And he's out here with us, serving others. He's working, So I just think, that was one. Last year, Justin Kleinsma had Willie Thorne in his car. He was killed in combat. Actually, his wife was there, which is relation to Justin. And then the very first one was Christopher Doc Anderson, which was one of the people that made us want to start the charity. He was a corpsman that was in combat and was killed. And I met his mom, and his mom and dad came out, and it just changed your life. It changes their lives. And the whole charity started, we didn't really talk about it, but the whole charity started was I went to a service event at Arlington National Cemetery. And if people haven't been there, have you guys all been there?
I've driven by it.
God, really?
No.
You've never been there?
No.
You got to make a promise you're going to get there. You guys got to make that promise because you go there.
You want a pinky
promise?
All
right.
Promise I'll make it there.
That place is it's otherworldly. And when we were going to do a service event there for my work, and we were going to work in the cemetery, beautifying and doing things there through a National Landscaping Association. I went there, and I just read that book called Final Salute, which is a notification offer. People that are knocking on doors saying your daughter, son, spouse been killed in combat. And it follows those people as they go do it. And he was one of the guys in that book. And I went and found him in Arlington National Cemetery that day. And Arlington, what's the image that you guys have of Arlington? What does it look like?
Just the headstones in perfect lines.
Perfect lines, symmetry, but it's all white and almost like a little bit sterile, right? It's like you're quiet, you're not making a ruckus. That time, 2011, we started the charity. I went into that area. I remember that morning, my biggest complaint was I had broken the screen of my phone. That was the biggest complaint I had. And I found myself Googling these guys that had just been laid to rest that day or that week. And I was Googling them, and I remember looking at the screen of my phone, it was broken, and I was bothered by that. Meanwhile, I'm looking up a guy. The one that sticks in my mind was he was an American guy. There's a soldier from the Netherlands that got shot out on the battlefield. I read the whole thing on my phone, my broken BlackBerry screen phone, if you can believe that. And I'm reading it, and it said, everybody said, don't go out there. Like they're shooting. He got shot because it's out in the open, and this guy ran out to get him. Hauled him out, got shot twice on the way back, hauled him out, and basically got him out of harm's way. This guy survives. He dies from his wounds, basically falls over after he gets this guy out of the battlefield. And I was like, oh my God, like my biggest problem was my phone this morning.
Right.
And that's what people don't understand, they don't think about. So I looked around at that moment. I'll never forget it. I looked around, and in that cemetery, it was section 60, which is still an active section. The rules at Arlington is you can't put like balloons and flowers and this, that, and the other. Like literally, they will have a funeral. They will cover up and they'll sod, and you would never know a funeral happened an hour before.
Really?
Yeah. And I was there for that service event, so I've seen that, and I got to know a couple of the superintendents there. And it just shows you how final it all is. And they'll move the people off, and the next thing, the day I was there, they did 11 burials for a SEAL helicopter that went down. And over the course of a day, they went boom, 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 boom. And if I hadn't seen it done, I would have thought those had all been there for a week, because it's like, and you know, there's no headstone yet, no marker, but they're moving quick. But that part of the cemetery was alive. Even though these people had passed away, it was alive. And it was because it's really tragic and heartbreaking, but you would see people, if this was the headstone, you would see people like laying where their loved one was, buried. You'd see little kids running around. You'd see blankets, and you'd see picnics. And then on the back of all these markers were pictures, and there were balloons. And what the government realized, I came to find later, is they couldn't keep up with it. Like if you had a loved one there, you'd go put your picture of that loved one, your family on the backside of this thing, and people would go there, and government would take it off, and they'd put it somewhere reverent, like, hey, you can't have that. We're going to put it up in this place. But next day there'd be another one, and there'd be another one. And finally, like, you know what? There's more important things than taking off pictures and enforcing the rules. Talked about a rules letter. Rules in some cases need to be broken. And in that time, you look around, and it was alive. And I just remember thinking to myself, and that's how the charity started. I called my dad that day. I said, you know, this has really struck me. The book has struck me. I didn't serve. My grandpa was in Pearl Harbor. My uncle was in the Army, but I didn't serve. But I was struck, and I was like, but same thing as what we're talking about. I don't have unlimited resources. I was 10 years into my career or whatever, and I just said to my dad, I said, we don't have a lot to give, right? But what we do have is we've got the most patriotic people probably in the nation, and we've got outdoor pursuits. That's how Hunting with Heroes started. It was literally like, we've got some of the greatest pheasant hunting in the state of Iowa. Mm-hmm. So I was like, my dad was a mailman at the time. He knew everybody in the 2-county area, and we basically started calling people and say, hey, if we brought some vets back, would we be able to hunt your land? And you know how hunting land is. If this is my piece and this is your piece, opening day comes, I'm going to hunt my piece, you're going to hunt your piece, and you're not hunting mine, and I'm not hunting yours probably. People that we had hunted around our whole lives were like, yeah, we'll hold it for them. And it was just like that transition is like, oh man, maybe we're onto something here. And that's how it all started, which is Iowa has something to give. And in the end, our philosophy was we can't do anything for those people that are buried there in Arlington or whatever cemetery they went back to. But the people that were blown up or traumatic brain injury or anything like that, we can try to do something for them. And, you know, a lot of people always ask us when we bring people back, say, well, wait a minute, they don't have a prosthetic leg, or they don't have this, that, or the other. most of these folks have been blown up, shot. You don't see a gunshot when someone's wearing a shirt, or you don't see someone splints on their leg or walk funny or whatever. So you can't always see it. That's the one thing that people need to understand about vets is that you don't see it, but it's there. And we always say it's like it's the things you can see and that you can't see. And don't judge a book by its cover, and also don't judge them in general because they've seen some things and done some things that most people could never do in the first place, but also live with afterwards. So anyway, that's kind of how it all started. And then all these years later, dirt track racing is one thing that's happening in still rural Iowa, where our veterans are all planted that can still attract them to a place, and they can be honored. And I think dirt track racing has always been that, and professional bull riding, in my opinion, which I've been a part of in some different functions. Those are the most patriotic sports out there, cowboy sports and racing, I think. So it's a great way to pull them together, and that's why this week I'm just hoping that we get as many as we can, and we're going to put on a good show for them for sure.
Absolutely. It's powerful stuff. I mean,
I'm telling you,
honestly,
it's a thing.
I was totally locked in the whole time.
Yeah.
I was
it was silent. We were listening.
We have these moments in our show, which is really cool, where like I'll just get totally lost what the person's saying, and that was that moment. I mean, that's really deep, really cool stuff, and it like you guys should obviously, the listeners and followers and watchers like. Hopefully that makes you appreciate what these guys do more, right? So
definitely.
I mean, it is why we chose the Elmquist towing question of the week. I mean, it wasn't more fitting. We're going to get to that after we get back from break.
Should we do break? We got 2 boxes for the unboxing.
Yep. We need to talk about this tape too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Why is there a VHS tape on the table?
Check that out. 1990 Boone Crashes.
And Josh is probably the only one out of the 3 of us that's still got a VCR that functions.
I told Cody I had.
Did you watch it?
David. I told him I have a VCR. I have a tape in the basement, and I'm going to test it because I don't want to test it with that one and have something happen to it.
Oh man,
because Josh kept his VCR.
Yes,
so he could watch his old tapes.
That's correct.
No, so I have. So Grandma Sharon.
It's a 78 thing.
Grandma Sharon gave me a whole bag. So
78.
Another new bag that she pulled out of the closet the other day. That was like, oh, hey, I don't need these. You want these? And it's like 1987 Slick 50, like all these old World of Outlaw races. And then she gave me the bags of programs.
Grandpa Tom's bitching that she gave those to you.
Yeah, that fucking Cody, he doesn't need those. Yeah.
But you can translate those over, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what people got to do because every year they get worse.
Right.
Yep.
You got to get them over.
The VCR I have has a DVD. I can transfer it to the DVD, and then I have at a place I know. I don't want to say too much. I can put the DVD in, have it on thumb drives in no time. So.
This says 1990 Boone Crashes. Hey, Dad. How many times are you on this thing?
We're gonna find out.
We popped that baby in the old 93C. She's gonna be on there a few times.
We're gonna find out.
Anyway, let's go to a break real quick. When we come back, let's open these boxes. We'll let Jason.
Yeah.
He can unbox.
Hell yeah.
Unbox and then
for sure. Then we'll talk about the question and some mayhem.
There's a lot of mayhem. Anyway, you've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips. Be right back.
Welcome to the Adobe Lounge located in Boone, Iowa at 915 West Mamie Eisenhower. Our hours are Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to close, Saturday and Sunday, noon to close. Come enjoy some of the strongest drinks in town and the best homemade pizzas around. Whether you're stopping in to relax, meet friends, or grab a bite, the Adobe Lounge is the place to be. See you soon.
My name's Jason Becker with Salute the Veterans Tour. You've been watching the Watermelon Woodchips podcast with Cody, Josh, and of course, the Bobcat.
Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips. Back from the break, and we were talking about this earlier. Like, I was kind of entranced by the story, and so I want to reiterate to everybody, like, if you guys haven't been to one of these Salute to Veterans events at Spencer, Algona, or Boone, doesn't matter. Like you said, you got some guys that go to all three, but the story that Jason told, if you don't go to one of those after what he was talking about, you guys are crazy.
You're not a real race fan.
But I mean, even veterans that, if you've never been to the races, like it is something that is completely different than what we do, and it's so special to us at Boone Speedway that we actually slow the show down to do all the pageantry, which anybody that knows anything the way that we do things at Boone Speedway, that's not what we do. Yeah. Right. So, but it's gonna be awesome.
Bring a vet. I mean,
correct.
That's the other thing, Cody, and you and I've talked about before, which is sometimes you got to invite someone.
My uncle, my mom's uncle, he never really goes to the races, but he asks me all the time, hey, what's the date of that Salute to Vets race? We're going to go, and he's got some friends that come down. They were all veterans as well, and that's the one night that they go to the races.
More Tito's for you, bud.
Yeah, right. There's no Tito's in here. I get notes all week, and you imagine all the stuff that comes through social media is pretty easy. Keyboards. But every week I get somebody like today. Someone's coming from Wisconsin, not even connected to Charneski.
Really?
We're coming from Wisconsin, want to know what the deal is, et cetera. I'm like, wow, this is great. And what people don't know, like I always think we put all this stuff out there, people read it, people don't really know all the details. Every night we hook up basically 70 to 80 drivers with veterans. And that's how you win the guns, that's how you win the tools, that's when you win the coolers. So like literally when you come, and I'll give you a little, if you're watching the podcast here, the old Watermelons and Woodchips, you're going to go a little insight tour. You come a little bit earlier, you got a better chance to win. I'm just going to tell you that. Right. Come enjoy the festivities. But you have a really good chance, because we'll probably have 300 per track or so. If you pick 70 or 80 guys and gals, you got a 1 in 4 chance. That's Bobcat math right there. 1 in 4 chance of being a chance to win the guns and all that stuff. So, you're going to be connected to a driver, and that's how you met a bunch of vets, et cetera. So at that point in time, later on in the night, we're going to say, all right, in the stock car class, starting on the pole is Jonathan Logue and Franklin Stubbs from the Army, from Spencer, Iowa. You're connected with the Bobcat. The Bobcat wins, you walk home with the gun. So it's like you got someone to cheer for. And all the way back to what we talked about before.
Yeah.
Having someone to cheer for.
Yep.
And those people that have been connected with you have been connected with you for years because they cheered for you then, and they still cheer for you now.
Yep.
Even though you're not in the power rankings.
God damn.
Catching strays, baby.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. I need to.
This is his week. This is a big week for the Bobcat.
It is a big week for me.
Big week for the Bobcat. He's putting on new metal even.
Comeback week.
Took a weekend off. Yeah. Come down with laryngitis, which Jerry's going to love the interview, even though I hope that I'm down there talking to Cooter.
I'll be there. We're in town this year.
All right.
Yep.
Well, I think Chad's doing it, isn't he? Chad will do him.
Oh, Chad will probably be here. Yeah.
Oh, I like Chad, too.
By the way, we get Chad and Jerry. That's how good this is.
I'm telling you.
Chad and Jerry, and then we got Cody. I mean, what more could we do this year?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what more we could do for this event. While we could get you, what was that? The person you were looking for?
Bobcat swag?
No, I can. Yeah, well,
never seen that.
Yeah, why don't you come down to the trailer? I mean,
Never seen that.
come down to the trailer and I'll hook you up. But you might get a.
Oh, and
somebody,
you can pick up Watermelons and Woodchip swag too.
Watermelons and
go
Woodchip
to Bobcats.
swag too.
Go to Bobcats trailer.
Yep. We got all that swag. It'll be pit stall 51 at the Boone Speedway, and probably pit stall grass area in Algona. Won't be at Spencer.
What?
I can't make it. I know.
That
I just
whole
debuted
building
it.
the shop and
But I haven't missed very many races.
You
at
have
Boone
not.
Speedway.
It is the stock car race of champions.
I know it. Kelly's already got it wrapped up.
Listen to this. Kelly Shryock has never won a race of champions.
Oh.
For Suits Veterans.
Well, I might be coming to Spencer then on Wednesday.
Has never. I can't believe it. Can you believe this?
That's something.
He's one of basically a founder of this deal and not going to be at Spencer.
You might
His
just talk him
phone
into
number
it.
he gave you earlier.
Oh yeah, call him.
Text this guy, call this guy, and say, hey, we need to see the Bobcat. We want to get Watermelon Woodchip shirts. We want to get some Bobcat swag. We want to see him win a race of champions for the first time.
Light him up.
Take this guy right here.
That would be pretty
sick.
sweet.
Yeah, you should do that.
It would be pretty sweet.
Where's the pinky promise on that one?
I'm going to have to get with my secretary and have her email you tomorrow.
Because he doesn't know how to run his email, so that's why. His
Is that the
secretary's
deal?
gonna do it,
But legit, I'm not good at that kind of crap.
You can't be good at everything. Here's the
I
thing.
use ChatGPT a lot.
You can't be good at everything.
Yeah,
You know, you're already ahead of so many of the games already.
I'm just my same old person here, you know.
Yep.
Well, we're still on Salute to Vet stuff. I have to say, did you guys see the news? Somebody's returning to the IMCA
Dude.
Modifieds.
And he looked good this last week.
Flying banana.
Banana.
Yes.
Yes, Mike Juergens.
He was pretty fast now going when he showed up.
Yeah. So.
And he's going to tell you how fast he is.
Well,
too.
absolutely.
I
He'll
don't
tell
know
you
him.
how fast he used to be too. So
I don't know him.
I'm
I'm
glad
happy
to-
he's coming.
glad to see you coming back,
yeah.
Mike.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. That'll
Yep.
be good.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing the nanner.
Yep.
It's
me
not
too.
yellow though. It's white.
Yeah, he'll
Wow,
figure it out.
what
It's
the
not
hell?
ripe yet. I think
Aha,
that's
okay.
the deal. So
Yeah, gotcha.
he'll get her figured out.
Um.
We got a little unboxing to do.
Yep.
Huh?
And then I want to do all the times and what's gonna
Yes.
all that stuff before we get out.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to open. So Bobcat got the Parker Schlegel visor.
Mm-hmm. Knuckles.
Knuckles.
Which we got to ask Parker what that's all about, I guess, sometime when we see him.
He
So
might give a lot of knucks.
He maybe does. I don't know.
So Aaron, his buddy Aaron.
Aaron Hinckley.
Yep, sent this stuff. So I want to see what we got going on here.
Yep. He
Oh
said
yes, he did tell me about this
he
stuff.
said the big box was for Cody.
Boys,
Looks like contraband.
Look at this.
Oh no way.
still,
in the plastic.
I can't even open them.
Who are they?
Dave Blaney.
Okay.
Dave Blaney.
Also drove the cat car.
Oh,
My mom is the biggest Dave Blaney fan on the entire planet.
we got to hand him around here.
Oh man.
Look at that.
If you were growing up in the 70s and 80s like
This
we were
is
putting
tits.
these together.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Well, you're not going to be able to keep them up here because you have no more shelf space left. Buddy.
Well, we're gonna get some more shelves.
Yeah. we got some out here too.
Who's your next one?
Says Steve Butler,
Dave
Bowles,
Blaney.
Bowles, Chevrolet, Gambler car. That's,
All right.
That's tits.
How do you get some
Bobby
stuff up here? How do you get
Davis.
some stuff up here?
Well, we just
Bobby
once
Davis
it shows
Jr.
up, we just make room for
I
it.
see no Davey Allison anything up here.
Oh man,
My
Davey
dad
Al-
wouldn't let me take his roof. He's got one.
My mom's also a monster Davey Allison fan.
Really?
But yeah, now it's Dave Blaney for sure.
Bobby Davis Jr.
Yeah,
No way.
Yeah. Oh baby,
Oh, that's crazy.
Gambler.
the Brad Doty. I got this. I have this hand drawn picture. It's the same
Yes, you
car
do.
that's over there.
But this is how this is how we grew up.
It's even got
Yeah.
the sticker Circle Track monogram model kit contest. Win a free trip to Charlotte Motor Speedway. See details. No entries after December 31st, 1987.
Before we were still hanging out with our dads.
Yeah, we weren't even born.
Marcus Smith, we're gonna have to reach out to you on this. Your dad owned Charlotte Motor Speedway back then. Since it's still in the plastic, maybe it counts. I don't know.
But is this like a don't play with it because it's gonna be worth money someday
Yeah.
thing? Because how many things did you have growing up? Is like you should have been playing with it, but you left it on the shelf and you didn't play with it.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any of that.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if these
never
are really
saved any of
worth
that kind of stuff.
going to be worth anything, but to
don't know.
me they're worth a lot.
They're priceless to you.
Because I'm a monster sprint car fan.
Right.
I love this. You can also get Sammy Swindell and Steve Kinzer in this series, which you guys can clearly see. I'm a Steve Kinzer fan. So.
Yeah, a little bit.
Big Brad Doty guy.
Very cool.
Big sprint car guy. Thank you. That is
Aaron, that's
that
awesome.
is awesome, man.
That's pretty
That
sweet.
freaking. All right. Let's
Now we're
see.
gonna have Jason open this.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
The pressure's on. You got to use the Swiss Army knife.
Okay, I got to give you some kudos. It's an actual Swiss Army
It
knife.
is.
It's not. And you know what? Here's
It's
the other
all there. Look at that.
thing. Functional tweezers. You got the toothpick.
Watch the toothpick,
You
buddy.
know it.
He's picked a few.
That's fine.
That's part of the lore.
That's part of the lore. Do we have any idea what this is? What
I
this
have
is?
no clue.
Is this Bobcat swag? It's hard to come by, I know. I feel like I'm on. Aaron Hank.
Also, if you guys have anything to send for the unboxing while he's working on this, please let us know.
Yeah.
But this is my favorite part of
Oh, okay. Now
Oh, boy.
Oh,
we're talking
bud.
something special here now. Let's go one by one.
I like this.
We got the Wrangler
Yes.
Earnhardt.
Oh,
One of, 16,128.
well,
I mean, it's
that's
still.
all right.
That's, when there's 300,000 fans,
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
else we got
wow.
That's actually looks like Kevin Sadler's hobby stock.
Okay,
he drove.
here we go. Dale Earnhardt 3. Now this is one of the gold
Oh man.
The Bass Pro Edition.
Bass Pro, but still the good wrench. That was an early Johnny Morris Bass Pro.
Sweet.
Got going on here. Oh, the Wheaties car.
Oh, that's
boy.
tits.
The hood's open.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's wow,
some of the horsepower there.
dude.
Bobcat. Good thing your dad doesn't have a key to this place.
97 Monte
But
Carlo.
Dad's got some Dale shit.
Oh, I gotta see this,
Dad's got some cool Dale stuff.
dude. That's really cool.
Oh boy, here we go all the way back. The 8.
Oh, the 8 car, Ralph.
Yeah, Ralph.
Now we're
Ralph's
talking.
throwback
75.
car.
This right here would fit into your adult collectible collection.
Really?
Adult collectible, it says.
All right.
Not some of my ex-girlfriend's collections.
And then we're going to junior now. We're going to junior with the Vanilla wafers.
Okay.
Vanilla waves.
yeah.
They're
I
good.
like
Hey,
where
have you
he's
had the
going.
Christmas dip with the vanilla
No.
wafers? So the Christmas trees,
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that on TikTok.
dude. So I make it for
Lights out.
gut ache for 3 days. I'll promise.
Oh yeah, but I bet it's
so
worth it.
good. Oh, it's so good.
This is a great combo. This is vanilla wafers car, but also the Nutter Butter.
Oh yeah.
Co-branding.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
boy,
junior.
a glass of 2%.
Number one. Number one of what do you think the rung was on this guy?
25,000.
57,600. We haven't even gotten to the big one yet. Bigger is better in this case. We got the Louis the Lizard car.
Come
Look
on,
at this.
Oh,
Louis the Lizard.
bud.
Bud, king of beers.
That is super cool. Who
One of
sent
2,000
this?
here.
Who sent this?
Same
Same
guy.
guy, Aaron.
Same guy. Oh my
Aaron,
gosh.
yeah.
Louis the Lizard. Who is this Aaron guy?
he
He's
works
He's
on,
like one of the coolest people I know now.
Right. You heard it here first, Aaron.
Wow.
This baby. Still.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have to
Okay,
send you
now,
some
guys,
things now.
there's only one place that can go, right? We both know that, or everybody knows that, right?
Of course.
Under the Bud sign.
It's got to go
I mean,
right
come
there.
on.
Under the Bud sign?
Well, look at it. I mean, it's right on the front.
It's
Pull
got
it out.
It's
Let's
got
see
the
it.
frogs.
Pull it
too.
out.
This
We
is
want
so
to pull
good.
it out?
Oh yeah.
Well, pff,
Okay,
yeah.
Louis the Lizard's
got
coming
him.
out.
Careful, you'll spill fuel.
No, I don't want to.
Whoa.
There he is.
Uh-huh.
There he is.
That's really cool.
That's badass.
That's so cool.
It's like, is it like 50th anniversary of NASCAR car too? Is that?
I don't know. That part.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, that's badass.
Looks like the engine that you got in your car.
Oh, but I run cheated shit.
Yeah, straight up.
I do. I do.
Side note, do you know Clayne Dushek that runs a dirt show?
Say what, huh?
You know this guy named Clayne Dushek that runs a dirt show up in
don't.
Faribault?
don't.
He had Mark Noble on there talking about how they used to cheat.
Really?
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was a great story. He basically, when he was getting claimed all those times, he had an oil line that he would run, and he'd squirt oil on the headers the last couple.
I've actually
I
heard
could
that.
see
probably
Mark
did
doing that.
Let him rip.
Yeah, let him rip.
That's
Let him rip.
Wow.
awesome.
Pretty
That
good.
is so
really
cool.
Let's see this.
One of my new favorite late model themes
Heavy.
is Brandon Overton with the Budweiser.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Like-
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's the first
Big
time.
sexy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Big, sexy.
Yes.
Also, if you notice, like we go to Spring Creek this weekend, and everybody's doing the Marlboro theme. I got the Brandon Shepherd Smoke 'em Marlboro hat Katie got for me, and then I go up to Spring Creek, and they've got the 2026, Melville Spring Creek with the Marlboro thing on the back, and I'm
yeah.
like, These guys, none of these guys called me and asked me if that was okay.
Well, they're copying you.
Right. I've copyrighted all my stuff. I got in contact with Marlboro Philip Morris.
Expect some checks in the mail.
Philip Morris told me that my check was not going to be quite as good as Michael Jordan's was when he came out with the Nikes, but we're going to, I mean, it's going to be cranked up.
Speaking of the checks, Fitzy told me he still gets checks from the Dairy Queen commercial. He'll just get a random check in the mail for like 24 cents.
Are you serious?
Really?
I'm dead serious.
I just saw this week. How did you guys track that down?
It's the most random thing.
Yeah.
That dude, he is one of the most interesting people. Like,
Crazy.
He's done a lot of stuff, and he's
Right.
not very old. So,
Right.
pretty wild.
He just sent me a snap of his shit all wadded up. Says
yeah.
new Aero package.
Sweet.
Right. But, man, thank you, Aaron, for these awesome gifts to hang
That's
up
awesome.
in here. I mean, phenomenal.
We're going to have to get that second package of shelves out.
Yeah, you got to do
them up.
something here. Yeah, you got to get something.
Yep.
I told you
going
we
up
were going to
here.
use them.
You did, and you were
I
right.
called it.
You were right.
I want to put some on the shelves.
Yes.
We'll make that happen.
We will make that happen, right?
Absolutely, we will.
Now,
Probably got some cool Ward Burton or Tyler Reddick stuff we can
Right?
laying around, I suppose.
Never know. I see the wheels
a
turning.
BDR Dave Blaney Caterpillar.
your mom will be up here trying to steal it, so don't even talk about
I
it.
know. BDR Caterpillar Dave Blaney.
Those are some tough times, buddy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, when they went to Toyota, that was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Tough sledding, buddy.
Tough sledding, yeah. But, you know, we want to thank everybody that, you know, we don't ask for this stuff. It's shipped into us, a lot of this stuff. Everything that you see up here, Cody's brought a lot of the stuff. I've brought some stuff. But other than that, people have given this stuff. We didn't ask for it, so we really, really appreciate it. It's super cool. It makes our podcast room like second to none. I'm going to go ahead and say that in our area.
Regional.
It's what happens when JV's a little bit better than varsity.
You don't have that sometimes.
Sometimes you have that. But
Aaron did tell me, he said, this stuff is just sitting in a box at my house. He goes, you might as well have it where you can display it. So that's what he told me.
Bud, we are going to display the lizard really well over here. I'm just telling you. Super cool. The Dale Earnhardt stuff, very, very cool. The sprint car stuff is really cool for Cody. I didn't really know who the one guy was, but super cool and pumped up that you guys gave that to us, which is going to bring us into our Elmquist Towing question of the week, which was inspired by our great friends at the Hunting with Heroes Salute to Veterans Tour. The question of the week is, who's the veteran you are racing for this weekend? Tell us their name, branch of service, and what they mean to you. This really, I think, I don't know how many questions or how many answers.
Yeah, we got to check because
I'm blocked on some stuff. So, but did you guys notice my post on my birthday? Everybody unblocked me to wish me a happy birthday. Only 13 comments on this one that I can see.
Man, you must have been blocked bad.
How many comments do you have?
48.
Seriously?
No,
Look.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I'm like, geez.
I'm kidding. I'm looking it up right now.
But
13.
I would just wonder if it wasn't a hard for some people to share some of that personal information. Maybe, I don't know. For me, the people that I'm racing for is both my grandfathers served. You know, they were in the draft for Vietnam, or my grandpa was in the Korean War. But I do it for people that I know that are that are serving, that are currently still serving, or may have retired. Just because they're normal people like us, and that's a pretty big sacrifice that they give their lives to.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Jason had touched earlier, I don't know people really put into perspective Jack. You know, the guy.
Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like how he tells his story.
It's a hell of a story.
Oh my God, it's so awesome. Like, I mean, it's crazy, you know, and how they talk about it. The what do they call them? The clackers flip-flop clackers when they were in Afghanistan and stuff, and just how he talks about it. And he's like, man, put me back up on that 50 right now. Like, he's savage. Mm-hmm. I love Jack. He's such a unique man. Yep. And that is who I race for, and why I do the Salute to Veterans race. But
all three of them, hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, some of these on here, Daniel Hagen is, a family member from each branch. Andy Showerman or Sharman.
Yeah, you know the name.
It's Rod's nephew, I think.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he races hobby stocks, right?
Yep. Jonathan will be down to talk to you on Saturday. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, killed in action in Afghanistan, and Gavin Miller, his grandpa Joe, taught him how to work on cars, and Jonathan Simmons, his sister being a 21-year vet, military nurse, just retired. It's weird to say that some of these people retire from the military and they're like younger than 50 or 60, but they've got 20 or 30 years in. It's pretty crazy. Adam Shepard, guy right here in town, just put in his 20 or 25 and retired. He was a helicopter mechanic here in the Boone area. Chops McGee, old Travis Prouty, still serving. Mike, the left-hand law dog, Mike.
Dullard?
Huh?
Is it Dullard?
Not Mike Dullard. Mike Dullard's up next, but Mike Parcell.
Oh, Parcel. Yes. Yes.
He served 9 tours. And the last time he was over there, he was calling me just to see what's up, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing, just sitting in the tent," and I'm like, "That's kind of cool," just shit like that. Mike Dullard, he's a racer. Shane Stoneburner.
Yeah. Shane would be.
Shane's a bad dude.
Shane would be a good one to get involved with.
Seriously, Shane's a bad dude. I always got to go down there and tell him, I'm like, you remember that time they threw you out in the ocean and made you swim back like 13 miles or whatever it was? Do that in your goddamn race car. Come on. And Shane's super quiet, y'all. I think he did 3 tours. Lori had commented on there. But just all these people that commented on this, very, very cool. But I also think it was maybe a little sentimental for when Josh sent out the question of the week. I'm like, man, they all look good. Just pick one. To only get 13 comments was very shocking to me.
I think you're looking for your subset, though, of people, right? Everybody can say, what was your favorite Salute to Veteran win? Like, you can probably have 100 comments there.
Right.
But, you got to be a racer and who you're racing for. It kind of but all impactful, right?
So right. Well,
absolutely. Quality over quantity type of thing.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
But we do want to thank everybody that did share their story on that Elmquist Towing question of the week. Whether you're a veteran or whether you're watching over us Saturday at the Boone Speedway is for them. It's for you. If you're a veteran, come to the Boone Speedway, come to Spencer, come to Algona. Check it out. It's one of the most meaningful nights of the entire race season, I think, at all of these racetracks.
Yeah, I just want to go over the info real quick before we get out of here on some of the stuff. But so Spencer hot laps are at 6:30, racing's at 7. The hot laps at 6:30, racing at 7:15 at Algona. Hot laps at 5:30 at Boone, racing at 7. We try to build in some time for the opening ceremony there for that. But yeah, the purses on these modifieds at Spencer, $2,000 to win. Stock cars are $2,000 to win. Sport mods are $1,000. Hobby stocks are $1,000. And the presenting sponsor for that night is Torrance Lemonade Stand. Algona modifieds are $3,500. Stock cars are $3,500. Sport mods are $1,500, and hobby stocks are $1,000. It's Kemna Auto and Valero, correct on those? Yep. And then Boone modifieds are $3,000. Stock cars are $2,000. Sport mods and hobby stocks both $1,000. D&E outside services and Elmquist Towing. With the Race of Champions each night. The fan zone's open at 3:45 at all places. I think we were opening the grandstands at 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we have now. I mean,
Yeah. Right. No, that's perfect. I just I know one year we did 3:30, one year we did 3:45, but
Bands will be there.
Yes, the
best looking
bands.
car contest.
Yes.
Everybody gets to vote.
in the fan zone,
Badass.
I'm telling you what, when it's popping in there, and like you said, with the weather looking the way that it is, it gets nuts to butts in there, man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
graphic, but yeah, it is.
well, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, it gets packed, and people are just excited. They want to see the cars up close and get autographs from the drivers. And there's a lot going on, and people are voting for the best appearing car. There's a line of veterans going through, and people are cooking stuff up for the veterans, and it's it's a good time. So,
Bring your tents, by the way.
yes, no, we'll have some of those there. Actually, we have a couple at the racetrack as well. So, we'll have plenty of stuff to have set up there. It'll be fun. So.
Yep. We got to talk about Mayhem.
Oh, fuck everything that night on Saturday.
It was pretty much Saturday night. That was going to be my vote. Minus the mod lights. Like I said,
Yeah.
they were pretty much.
I mean, I
Mayhem.
feel really bad. Brandon Lehman's stuff got,
Oh,
I mean, it's probably junk. I don't know. I haven't talked to Brandon yet, but it did not look good.
they hit pretty hard. And, yeah, like Jonathan said, too, we had that stock car on the front stretch, basically folded in half. And it was a rough night. So,
Hobbies. We had a hobby popper flip over in turn one. And then the last one.
oh, Seth Butler.
Oh, yeah.
My God, child.
Seth's was bad.
I don't know how many times that can happen to him. Like, is it third time this year?
I don't know.
That's just,
That body's not very old.
no,
The stickers are probably 2 weeks old.
right? Yeah, and I think Strabley's working on just pulling them off to put them on the next one. I don't know. I'm kidding, but Yeah, I'd say the whole
Seth's a
night.
good vote for the Moffitt's Mayhem.
yeah.
But I mean, there was a lot. So
It got the roof was like crumpled back. And it was ugly. So we hate seeing that. I mean, we like talking about it because it's part of the Moffitt's Mayhem, but not pretty.
No.
So
hopefully we have less Moffitt's Mayhem and more positive
more
things.
guns
Yeah,
given out. on
right?
Saturday.
More guns.
Yeah. Why not?
You got that last gun sponsor yet, Bobcat?
Nope,
Oh. Not yet.
not yet.
Well, on that note, I don't have anything else. If you guys don't, but Jason, we sincerely appreciate you coming up here, bringing the trophies in.
Yeah.
You opened that van door, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Like those are huge."
It was
He
pouring
literally
out.
Yeah,
did
it
say
was
that.
Yeah, and it was pouring. Yeah, it just started raining. Garrett's like, "Man, he picked a bad time to show up."
Yeah.
But we really do appreciate you coming on here, talking to us about it. Get to the Salute to Veterans events this week. 3 different locations. It's going to be great. So, also want to thank our sponsors, Elmquist Towing, Adobe Lounge, Moffitt's Ford, Logue Fab, P1P Canopy, Central Iowa Diesel Performance, Barntown Brewing, Vision Bank, Farley's Wholesale Tire and Quick Lube. I don't think I missed anybody, am I?
I think you drilled them.
Yeah. Well,
No.
it helps when it's on the back wall.
Right.
So.
True.
But thank you again. We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thanks a lot, Jason.
No, it was really cool. Thanks for all the support all these years, and we're all doing it for a big cause, right? And something bigger than ourselves, and that's probably what everybody needs to be thinking about doing right about now. Is we live in a great place, and we get to live in a great place because of people that made those sacrifices. What now?
I just noticed that you brought your Caterpillar notebook over. I mean, it took 3 hours, but I just noticed it.
I'm not going to say the last time I was over at your shop, you had some other brand out there that was not the right color.
Kubota.
Unbelievable.
Hey, that was my dad's. I mean, I got cat shit at my house. I am a cat.
Brand loyal.
Brand loyal, right?
Anyway, all right. On that note, I think I'm good. Again, thank you guys. Bobcat, as always, Josh Reynolds. I'm Cody Malakote. Continue to like, subscribe, share. Until next time, you've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Adobe Lounge located in Boone, Iowa at 915 West Maney, Eisenhower. Our hours are Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to close, Saturday and Sunday, noon to close. Come enjoy some of the strongest drinks in town and the best homemade pizzas around. Whether you're stopping in to relax, meet friends, or grab a bite, the Adobe Lounge is the place to be. See you soon.